comrades, today is August 18, 2025, and the current time is 8:20 p.m. As a general reminder, the Institute would like all comrades to remember to practice safe modding when applying unapproved modifications to their personal effects. While we encourage all comrades to push the boundaries of what is considered reasonable, we would like all comrades to remain alive for the foreseeable future. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello, comrades. Good evening. I'm back from Canada, and before we get started, I would just like to point out something very, very funny. My game exploded. I don't know what happened. I swear I have no idea what is going on, but this thing just went incredibly. It broke pretty badly, and I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know. It said there was an error when I booted up the game, that it said there's some kind of incompatibility that it was struggling with. Now, there's a few mods that I think I know what's causing it. However, I am not 100% sure if it's what I think it is. So we're gonna do our usual favorite of we get to play. Hey, can the professor figure out what's going on with this game so we can actually play RimWorld? Right? That'll be fun, trust me. At least RimWorld boots up really fast nowadays, so it's not like we spend like 30 minutes waiting in between every attempt. Anyways, how are all of you doing today, comrades? Hello, Zoingo and Lana and Grubby and Ash Damus and Iron Laza and who else is here? I know Normar's on the other side, and I know Magmar and Hitchi are here, and I know Ray was first in Crest for being first in each mod to affect. No, trust me, I'm pretty sure I know exactly which mod was causing the issue. I'm fairly sure. I know what it is. My guess is that it is likely. I want to say it's most likely. It's one of the Alba mods that I'm blanking on the name of for some reason. It's It's either that, or it's this thing that I have called the 8.0 themed expansion and the redundancy patch, which it could be that one as well. Basically, I wanted to install a bunch of Japanese themed mods because we're doing a Japanese themed colony, so I was like, okay, that'll be fun. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay, so I think Hugs is in the wrong order. No, just kidding. I think Hugs is in the wrong... Okay, I don't know why, but... Okay, wait, so I think Hugs and Harmony need to go after the main game. For some reason, the auto sorter is putting Harmony and Hugs before Core, which I don't think is correct. I believe they're supposed to be after, right? Or is Harmony supposed to be before? But it sounds like there's a load order issue, so let's just see if moving Hugs to where it's supposed to be will fix the issue. We knew there were going to be issues with this. Okay, this is the part of the course for a typical RimWorld stream. Anyways, so the theme for this colony is that we're going to do a hospitality-themed colony featuring a lot of Japanese-themed assets that I had found that seemed pretty interesting. I will allow people to buy into the colony this time around, and I might allow people to start buying things again. Maybe we'll keep it simple, like maybe some prosthetics and other stuff, if you want to do some modifications to your colonists, but I don't want people to just be like, here's like 500 billion steel. Like, I don't want that. It kills any sense of progression for me, so I'd like some form of progression for me as the player, to at least to be able to enjoy, slowly expanding the colony. And we will try to do some hot spring shenanigans, and we'll see how this pans out overall. And thank you, Ash Damus, for the follow. All right, please. Oh my god, what is happening? So, I don't know which one is... The thing is, like, it just immediately stops loading the mods, so I can't even tell which mod might have caused the explosion. Actually, wait a second. Is there like a log? Hold on. Let's pull up the log real quick. Let me pull up the log. So let's see. It's under Lodeon Studios, RimWorld, and then I have to go to find the player log, which is right over here. Crack this open. Hopefully it's not. We're not gonna spend that long trying to fix this. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I'm reading something real fast. Okay, so that loaded fine. Okay, here we go. Mono bleeding edge. Okay, so this loaded okay. You got me. It's fine. Could not call SML string. Sculpture large. Check joke. Okay, so it seems like okay, so that's fine. Okay, XML error could not find. Wait. Could not find eccentric LBE gunner. I think that's after it murdered. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I have an idea. Hold on. I think I know which mod. I was trying to fix this before stream. It was working fine earlier, and then it suddenly stopped working. I was like, that's not good. So I don't think it's eccentric. I'm fairly sure it's let me try this real fast. If I purge oh, you know what? Hold on. What's it called? Okay, I think. Okay, so this is after where it's supposed to be, because fortifications framework should be before DMS. God, I don't know what's causing this. I also don't want to bug people to like fix my mod list for me, but I also don't want this to take forever. So let me try one more time. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to kill the DMS mods, and then we're going to just run without it. And then if I can figure out how to get it to work, then I'll reinstall it, if that makes sense. Because I'm 99% sure DMS is what's killing it, right? So we'll have to see if that's correct. I don't know why it keeps trying to put hugs and harmony over there, and then I think one of these patches needs to go over here. So let's move this down. So anyways, how are all of you doing? I am sorry that this is taking a little bit longer than anticipated. I didn't think this would be such an issue. So basically, if you want to know which mods in particular that I'm installing for DMS, we have let's see. Specifically, we're using mobile Dragoon, motorized, and DMS. I don't really care for most of those. What I really cared about was having the mobile Dragoon suit, exosuits, because it sounded kind of cool. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Simple as that. Also, if you want, you can also watch on YouTube, because that might be a little easier for some people with, you know, if you have certain internet issues. Also, Normar says current game Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's a really fun game. I actually enjoyed Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill kind of is one of those boomer shooter aesthetic games, although it's a little too fast paced for me. I don't have the ability to shoot as rapidly as I did back in the day, so it's a little rough. Okay, so it's dead. All right, got it. All right, so let's just kill DMS. I don't know if it's DMS specifically, but I want to I'll just remove it for now. Let's remove DMS and the fortified features framework. I think is fine. Let's save this. Try to run this. Should be okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on the throwaway thingy. Give me 1 second. I know it's a thing. Anyways, just letting you know, there's a massive thunderstorm in my area. So if at some point my stream explodes, it's probably killed my internet, and I will just, depending on when it breaks, I may or may not try to just rapidly plug my phone in and use it as a tether device to resume stream, or stream is just dead for the evening. But I will make an announcement on Discord one way or the other, depending on which way I want to do things. And also, I was in Canada this weekend, so Canada was really fun. There was a lot of food. We went to a Japan festival, is what it was called. Basically, like, you know, those anime Japanese festivals, all the food stalls and everything. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And also concerts. There was Yosakoi groups, and more importantly, matcha. Oh my god, it isn't DMS. What is breaking? I have never had this issue before. Hold on. What is happening? RimWorld recovered from... This never happened previously. Yeah, Harmony is in the mod list, but I don't know why this suddenly started happening. Like, oh my god, AI, please go away. I'm gonna make lose it if I have to see another... I don't know what's happening. Because all of my mods should be compatible. It should go before core. Alright, let's resort this again, and then let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this has to go... Okay, so this has to go... Okay, this is down here, and then the patch needs to go... Edo themed patch. Redundancy patch needs to go down here, and then the samurai thing has to be over here. Harmony... DLC hugs loop. Okay, so this has to go over here. Okay, let's try this. I'm starting to think that the rim sort auto sorter may be. Oh, jeez. Whoopsies. No. Oh no! 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 RimWorld, please. I think. Okay, there we go. Actually, which mods of mine even require hugs? Let's see. Let's see if we can purge hugs. Maybe we don't need hugs. What actually is using hugs in this? Oh no. Oh my god. RimWorld is booting up on my vertical monitor. Why? Why is everything breaking? Alright, what breaks if I remove hugs? Okay, so that's fine. I have one vertical monitor, and the only purpose of that monitor is so that I can put things like Discord and other things on it and keep it nice and simple there. It's actually quite nice to have it there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the database... Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Alright, first of all, I need to find a way to get this on the correct monitor. Oh my god, what is happening here? Okay, so this is here. Okay, keep this. Full screen. Keep that. Okay, good. Fantastic. Alright, why is it breaking? Save. Sort. Which mod broke? Okay. So here's what I've done. I refixed the database because apparently I think I was using an older database that was not up to date on RimSort. So let's see if this works correctly. Let's see if there's anything else that could break here. And I'm gonna pray that I apologize that this is taking forever. I know people want to actually see the game at some point. We will get to the game today, I promise. Also, how about something less fast like COD? I do like Call of Duty, and I do enjoy a game like... what's the other one that I used to play a lot of? Battlefield. I actually played a lot of the Battlefield beta that came out last week, and it was fun. I actually enjoyed it a ton, and I thought it was fantastic. Also, hey, want to look at food? You want to see the food that I ate over the weekend? Let me show you something real fast. Did you know they make Texan barbecue in Canada? There was a Texan barbecue shop in the land of maple syrup, and it was pretty authentic, according to our Texan friend that was with us. Yes, it was really tasty. Here was your burnt ends, your sausage, and your brisket. And okay, so what is happening? It is actually not heresy. Okay, so it broke again. I don't understand what's breaking. It complains about hugs. Okay, so hugs needs to go here. Save this. What is using hugs? Why does RimSort not tell me what's using? Okay, I have an idea. I have a super ghetto idea. Wait a second, hold on. Here's my alternate strat. Where's RimPie? Sometimes RimPie actually works correctly, and will run. Well, actually, it may not. It might be janky. Okay, here we go. What is going on here? Should be loaded after. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh my god, I actually have a bajillion errors. Holy cow. Okay. let's save this real fast. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, let's save this. Okay. So I think rim sort, for whatever reason, my rim sort list is not working, but Rimp actually sorts it. I don't know why. I may need to double check what's happening with the database, or force it to download, because I have no idea why it's breaking in half, but I'm fairly sure it's about to work now. All right, anyways, yeah, so this was some delicious brisket, and other stuff. They actually served like the whole trimmings too. Hold on, let me show you some other stuff. Let me show you the ribs. So they also had ribs and chicken. Those ribs were incredibly tender. That stuff just fell off the bone. It was so nice. Hello, Kefir. How are you doing, comrade? It was fantastic. And finally, let me show you some of the dessert. They served authentic. Okay, some peak authentic peach cobbler and banana pudding. And I did not know this, but we talked to the owner who owned the shop. It was very interesting learning about how running the shop works in Canada. Did you know you cannot buy Nilla wafers in Canada? You know those Nilla wafers, those vanilla flavored cookies that you can find at the store if you live in the US? They actually are actually not sold in Canada, so you cannot make authentic peach cobbler without it, which I thought was kind of funny. You don't know this. Okay, so vanilla wafers, where's Firefox? Nilla wafers come in a box like this. Yeah, Canadians, or sorry, banana pudding uses this, not peach cobbler. Banana pudding uses Nilla wafers as part of the ingredients, and they're basically a vanilla flavored cookie, right? And apparently these used to be sold in Canada, but they cannot be sold in Canada anymore, or the Nabisco does not sell them in Canada. So the owner literally drives over to Buffalo, New York to buy cases of Nilla wafers from a distributor and then brings it across the border so he can make authentic banana pudding. Oh my goodness, it loaded. Holy cow, we're actually gaming now. All right, I'm sorry for the delay, comrades. Here's the actual colony. All right. So what I'm learning is don't use Rimpy. All right, we're gonna start. So basically our goal is we're gonna start a cool new colony, a Japanese themed colony with all the Japanese trimmings, and we'll see how this pans out. No, hold on, did I? Wait a second. What was the mod called? Oh, I turned off. All right, hold on. Do we want? Well, can I add? I can add DMS later, right? I don't think I have to put DMS in the beginning. How badly do people want DMS and the whole shebang that comes with having exosuits? It's not something that won't come up until much later anyways, but it could be kind of interesting. Ew, DMS. Hey, at least we're not playing with Combat Extended, because there's no way I'm touching the Combat Extended beta. Dead Man Switch. Right here. Oh. How about this? Why don't we you know what? How about this? I'm pretty sure it's okay to add them later. Yeah, we're typing here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's one of those things you have to add in the beginning. All right, let's. Okay, so I need the other one is fortifications framework, and then I need to sort this again. Ignore issues. Save. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna reload for the last time. I know what broke. Okay. So, for your knowledge and for my knowledge, for whatever reason, my rim sort does not sort things correctly. Rimpy actually sorts things correctly. I do not know why. It's very strange, and I thought I had fixed it, but I might have to fix the rule. Oh my god, the thunder is so loud. Oh my god, that thunder is incredibly loud. So, let's get this going. Let's play the game. Let's actually start the colony. So, who's ready? So, here's my rules for this colony. this one, you will be allowed to buy in your pawn, because I know people have been asking for a colony like that for some time, so you don't have to wait for a queue, you can just jump in to the colony. Number 2, I have installed a mod called that basically adds cyberpsychosis. So if you're not familiar, cyberpsychosis is a thing from the cyberpunk universe where if you keep adding more things to your body, like, you know, augmentations, you slowly start to lose your sanity bit by bit. Now, this one is not, it's not super crippling. You basically get a new stat called biostability, and it will recover over time, right? And it's kind of like if you go too low on your biostability, you'll get like mood debuffs and have certain mental breaks. So basically, I want people to have fun customizing their pawns, but I also don't want you to just build super omega Jesus pawns at the beginning, which I know is a very common issue we run into. So that's kind of why. Prosthetic parts? Yeah, prosthetic parts and other stuff. So that's kind of my balancing factor for this run, okay? Let's start this run. Okay, so first of all, let's set this. We have been spending the past 20 minutes troubleshooting Greywin, but we got it working, okay. So we can start with this one is you start with what's it called? A Dragoon, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're actually going to do a run with the Wandering Ronin, or start a new clan. But I think this one seems a little more interesting. So your clan was destroyed, your master dead, who knows? But now, the remaining warriors do their thing. Okay. Why am I not allowed to press next? What is happening? Hold on. What in the world? What? Hello? Wait. Why is why is the main menu having an issue now? This wasn't a problem earlier. Wait a second, hold on. Exceptions, filling, window, Okay, so all of them are breaking. Select scenario, exception filling, what is happening here? Okay, so one of the mods is breaking and it's not allowing me to progress beyond this. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? It's not har. I don't have har. Okay, here we go. Okay. That's all we see. So class-based system type. Okay, so RimWorld page begins in our configuration. Okay, string. Tell me which mod. I wish you would tell me what mod is. One of my mods is a filthy liar. It wasn't actually recompiled for 1. Oh, you know what? Hold on. If that's the case, hold on. I think I know which one it is. I think I know which one it is. Okay. I know which one it is. Let me purge it real fast. Where is the liar? Wait. Oh, it's not even, I don't even have it, okay, so that's not, okay, wait. I thought it was mass assigned zone, which I thought it was, but it's not it. Okay. Let's see. I think it might be, these say updated. Maybe it's, that one's probably fine. So it's, oh, maybe it's this one. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I think it's let's get rid of this one. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. My current guess is that the mod that's breaking down is a RimCentral Spaceports, which supposedly was updated in June 2020, which I think is actually not even after, which doesn't seem right, because didn't Odyssey come out in July? So that's probably the one that's breaking down. So let's get rid of that one. I'm running a lot of Japanese adjacent mods. That's the theme for this colony. There was one that I was gonna install, but I didn't get a chance to. But it basically converted the empire into like a Japanese themed empire. But ultimately, I was like, I'm a little lazy. Don't want to deal with that. Oh, is it working for you? Listen, I wanted to try getting the mod list fixed before I started stream, but unfortunately that just didn't pan out. So I do deeply apologize for anyone who's like coming in here to watch me and it's just watching me troubleshoot for the. But this is a standard for every new colony. Oh, hospitality with DM. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is happening? Okay, wait a second. Oh, shoot, I know why. Okay. Okay, let me save this. Let me sort this, and then ignore this, and that's fine. And then I need to purge Rim Essential Spaceports, that's fine. And then does hospitality really break with DMS? That's so weird. Okay, let me double check. Let's save this. Okay. I think this will work. I think this will work. But if I'm given the choice of hospitality or DMS, I will choose hospitality. The theme for this colony is that we are trying to do a hospitality-themed colony, and so that's the one I'm going to prioritize if I have to choose which one to keep. I know there's like a hospitality continued, which I saw, which was really weird. I didn't realize there's like I don't know why there's hospitality continued and hospitality. Like, why is there a second one that's out now? It seems a little weird. Okay, so we'll see. I don't know why that would break. So hospitality loaded after a new. Okay, hold on. Hospitality should go after non uno piñata, which is correct. Okay. Worst comes to worst, we'll just start and I'll just add mods later and fix it. Okay, because I don't want to. If this isn't working in the next 10 minutes, I'm just gonna kill certain mods and just run, and then we'll just fix it before stream tomorrow. That's the best way that I think I'm gonna do this, because again, I don't want people to have to wait for an eternity. All right, again, I apologize. Anyways, Canada. I just got back today. I've basically driven about 10 hours over the past 24 hours. Probably a lot more than that, actually. No, I think I've been driving at least 12 hours out of the last 24 hours. It was a lot. I've been driving around basically all day yesterday and today, going from one place to another. Hospitality continued by start. Okay, so that's probably what I need to install then. Let's try this again. Okay, so okay, so it's still breaking in half. Got it. So okay, got it. So in that case, let me quickly swap over to the continued version and not use the old one, because I thought the old ones were fine, and because it says it's updated for 1.6, but if it's not, then that's just lying. Okay, so let's fix it. So gastronomy, hospitality, gastronomy. Okay, so I only need to get those two updated. So just hospitality, gastronomy. Okay. So let me force a download real fast. Hello, Zia Poster. How are you doing, comrade? We're suffering right now. Okay.
Hello. How are you doing? Oh, hot springs nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do hot springs. Isn't it gonna be great? How are you doing, comrade? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Okay, so then gastronomy. I need to kill this one. And then I need to force it to download, which should take about 3 seconds. But I appreciate it, Zeoposer. Quit RimWorld modding? Oh, okay. Okay, so the thing that confused me was it technically said that it was updated on the Steam Workshop, which is why I was confused. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this. Okay, so that got replaced correctly. So then, gastronomy. Actually, no, we don't need gastronomy. Get rid of gastronomy. That's fine. And then sort, ignore, save, run. Okay. Is it like a full-on rewrite? Okay. Gotcha. So he's probably going to be updating the rest of it over time, is going to be my assumption. And let's hope this works correctly. A backwards compatible rewrite. Oh, okay, even better. Okay, so I do have vending machines. Okay, because again, the goal is we're trying to make a Japanese-themed colony. Like, I want to have... I almost installed the... what was that rabbit Japanese-themed race that we played with one time? The... Not the Curran. They were called something else that I'm blanking on. God, I don't know why I cannot remember the name of these races. Not the Usagi Moon Rabbits. They were called, I cannot remember. They were like anime rabbits. And I am blanking on their name. The Euron, thank you. Yes, it was the Euron. Because they actually have a lot of really cool buildings, but I don't want the whole race added to the colony, if that makes sense. So I was like, I don't think so. Yes, we have a bunch of samurai-themed mods installed, so don't worry. The main issue that I have with specialty one-off races that use horror and stuff like that is a lot of them want to be like uber special, like they're really overpowered, or they have some crazy mechanics that just run over everything else, and it's a little much. You know what I mean? That's often why I don't deal with those types of factions in RimWorld, even though they're really cool. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so for the love of God, please. What is happening? Oh my God, which mod is lying to me? I'm glad it loads really fast, which is like the only thing that makes this a little better, but which one of these mods is lying to me? Okay, you know, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Can you get the logs? I'd rather not share the logs, only because there's like some personal identifying information in there, so I'd rather not. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna purchase that band switch. No, you're good. Don't worry. I'm not saying. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if. Okay, so then sort this. Ignore that. Save, sort, and then this should be okay. Okay. Let me try running this one more time, and I'll send it to you, Alana, because I trust you at least with this. And then let's see. I don't actually don't have any interesting mods. Like, in quote unquote interesting terms, I don't want to be one of those people that play degenerate mods. A lot of times I know people like love playing degeneracy in their games. I tend to be more forced on the straight and narrow path, because if I don't, Ray's gonna kill me. And as you all know, Ray is a very feral rabbit who, if I don't appease her, she's going to be very mad. She wasn't even happy that I had to leave. She's like, I can't believe you're leaving your wife behind in Canada. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have work. I have things to do. It's tragic, but it's true. Oh, okay. The Musians are really funny though. Okay, the Musians in Starter Town was a really fun colony. I wouldn't mind doing a run where I picked a specific race mod and play that mostly to like maybe partial completion and just see what is this mod like. But I am not going to be, you know, inserting it randomly into them. I have to really sit down and pick which one of these things do I really want to play. Impids. Oh, right, because impids are right. Oh, I guess we could do our own xenobiology thing, which I normally don't do either. But we'll see. There's a lot of I've seen Ratkin. I know there's also like the Melira or whatever they're called. Okay, so clear this. What's that? Okay, new colony. Go down. I don't know what's causing this. What is breaking? Okay. All right, Lon. I'm gonna send you the. I'm just gonna send you the list. Okay, so I have to go to. Okay, so let me go here. And then let's go to the Dion Studios. Here we go, and then log. Okay. Yeah. Also, yeah, a lot of them that have unique body types are also just kind of like off-putting too. I do agree. It kind of depends. It's like it can be fun, but you have to be a little picky. Okay, so let's trim out. Let's trim out fortifications framework, and by extension I need to purge exosuit framework, and then save that and then run. Okay, let's see if that works. I think exosuit framework is dependent on vanilla. Oh, it's only dependent on vanilla expanded framework. That's really interesting. Huh. Okay. That's really weird. I didn't realize that was only dependent on. No, I didn't. No, all the DLCs in. Okay, wait. Why? No, it's. Oh wait, Odyssey was loaded like. Whoa, hold on. Okay, so the auto sort shoved Odyssey to below adaptive storage instead of being before hugs. So, okay. So rim sort is out of date and it kept breaking. So, and I was trying to force it to update earlier, but I couldn't get it to update. So temporarily I'm using Rimpy again because it gets the list sorted correctly. Mostly. But I think, okay, I think I see what's happening. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's close this. I think I see what's happening. Has been updated into over 2. Oh Jesus. Okay. So why do I have a process called Riot Client active? Close this. Okay. I don't know. I couldn't get a rim sort to update correctly, which is really weird. That's why I was struggling with it earlier. So I was like, okay, let me just quickly pull out Rimpy. Rimpy is like my last scenario emergency backup. I need this thing to fix and work option. Again, at the very least, this is TFT in the background. Listen, I don't actually play TFT. I don't even play like Valorant or any of the other weird things that they're into nowadays. You literally cannot bake it in. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, so okay. Let's try this. Let's go open up RimSort again. I don't know. I tried to update RimSort and it was just throwing errors at me how it couldn't find the update. Okay, so that's fine. I'm getting a bunch of errors on RimSort. Oh god. I literally gave myself like 30 minutes to try and fix this, and for some reason I still didn't have enough time to fix all this, which is very frustrating. I'm so sorry, everyone. I will get this to work. If we have to do an extra RimWorld next week to make up for it, then I will. Authentication, re-entry, code, theme settings, odds. Okay, don't really care about that. It's fine. Spent over half an hour just... I know, it's rough. Okay, let's try this again. So, now that's sorted, close, clear, new colony, press button. Okay, I don't know what I did. It's fine, it's working now. We'll figure out DMS later. Alright, Wandering Ronin. Let's use Randy Random again as usual. Custom, set this down as 0%. Friendly, that's fine. Set this down to 0, that's what I prefer. Enemy death on down, we'll keep this up. That's fine. Fine. Aging rate 4x as usual, because that's what I prefer. Okay. Turn off. That's fine. Patient growth rate, addition impact. Okay, that's probably okay. This should be a modified version. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's just not touch a DMS for a bit. Okay. Okay. Our theme will be Hakone. Let's get this down to 0. Oh my god. So let's get rid of Pig Union, Neanderthals, Impids, Yurikan Wasters. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll throw back in the Rough Outlander and throw back in the Cannibal Tribe, and then we'll have an Honorable Shogunate, an Honorless Shogunate, the Divine Shogunate, the Shadowy Shogunate, and then Bandit Clan and a Virtuous Clan. Alright, that should be fine. Okay. I'll also add more landmarks, because landmarks are cool. If I have to add more mods in the middle of the run, I think it'll be fine, but I think... Thank you, Alana, for pointing out the Odyssey thing. I didn't even catch the, like, one of the one of the core just not being in the right spot. Specifically, Odyssey was for some reason being shoved down far down the list. I will try to fix RimSort by tomorrow. Yo, I don't know what else is fun. Here's another fun professor fact. Our hot water heater broke recently, so I don't have any hot water, so if I have to shower, it's gonna be frigid cold. Okay. Let's see, where are we starting? So we need to start wherever I can find hot springs. So our minimum requirement is we need hot springs. I don't particularly care where that hot spring is, but that's all I want. So we're gonna kind of dig around until I can find something. Now, I don't necessarily want year-round growing period, but I would oh, actually, bamboo forest would be kind of nice too. Oh, if we could find hot springs in a bamboo forest, that would be peak. Oh, I can search. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's see. It's a lot of interesting things. Laura's. Oh, hold on. Bamboo hot spring, rat habitat, mountainous. Okay, hold on. So maybe Laura's bath is fine. Let's see. I will do Laura's hot spring. So, rat habitat, mountainous, hot spring. I think this will be fine. We are fairly close to a local clan, another clan. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. I do want it to be a little more crowded. Let's regenerate this. Rimpy and Rimsword being absolutely idiotic. Well, I'm glad that you're able to at least help me figure out my mod list breaking in half. Oh, thank goodness. Or at least thank goodness we can run again. By the way, again, if you want, definitely check out the YouTube channel so that I can pretend like my numbers are going up funny. I'm halfway through the amount of view hours needed to be monetized on YouTube, but I don't have the 500 subscribers on YouTube to reach monetization. I should start making YouTube videos proper. I think I'm gonna see if I can try to make a YouTube video out of the last colony that we did, the space-themed one. And we'll see how that pans out. Okay. Any day now is gonna generate this world, right? Okay, let's do this again. So, hot spring. So it readjusted them. Okay, so it got rid of the one. I want to be on a bamboo forest, which is kind of the main thing. Also, I don't think we need a 50% roll. Let's do 30%. 30% is probably enough. Let's try this again. No shot springs to add more uniform generations. I kind of wish I could just pick map and then do check boxes like I want this feature, this feature, this feature, specifically for a map that, you know, like this, where I'm just starting a run, right? Deer Crest, Gola, Greystone. Okay, so none of these are in locations that I want. Again, I want a bamboo forest one. Yumiko's Bath. I also don't want year-round growing season, which is a little rough. Okay, let's I'm gonna try a different seed. Let's also crank up the landmarks. I like landmarks anyways because it at least forces me to like, hey, check out this cool place where you find stuff. Ooh. More people. There's a lot of, so what I've come to the conclusion is that on YouTube, at least, a lot of people who are watching there are probably asleep. I think I'm actually like one of those people channels that YouTube just like, yeah, all these people are asleep and they need someone to like watch as they get auto playlist into something. Okay, I don't know why, but every single one of these hot springs have not been located on a bamboo forest, which is actually driving me nuts. Alright, we'll try this. We'll try a different seed. Hey, at least we're not playing with real ruins anymore. Remember when we used to play with that? Oh my gosh. Real ruins, I have learned, is as fun as it is, it breaks the game in half. And so that's why I don't touch it anymore. Okay, let's try this again. Hot spring. God, we get so close. It gets so close to what I want. Oh. Alright, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. This will work, I promise. God, it's like rolling for gacha. It's horrible. I hate this. There's a FNAF 2 movie? Why? Who's funding this? Who's funding these? God, it gets so close. It gets so close to the hot springs. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more roll. If I don't find anything, I'm gonna give up. Hakone Ginyu. Speaking of interesting stuff, has anyone seen that new War of the Worlds movie that features Ice Cube? That is apparently just a glorified advertisement for Amazon? I heard it's really cursed. And I watched a few YouTubers watch it, and my understanding is that that movie is designed to be one of those films that are like seen entirely through the lens of a computer monitor or something. Okay, yeah, I give up. Hot Springs Medicine Stockpile Caves, Mountain Hot Spring Ruins. That's a lot of different words. Elk Habitat Hot Springs in the Tundra is a little rough. High geothermal activity. Sunny weather. Mountainous near the Divine. I don't like any of these. This one might be okay. 2060 is really rough though. Oh god. I have an idea. Let's crank this down. So, I watched a few YouTube videos about it. I don't recommend anyone watch it, but my understanding is that this is one of those films that only exists because COVID happened. Because they wanted to see if they could make a movie where, what if we made a movie where all the actors didn't have to be, you know, in the same spot, and they can just record themselves at home, and then that's how the film came to be, and it was really bad. Mountain Caves, Springs, Sandy, Fertile. Caribou Habitat Hot Springs, 3060. It's a little far from people we could trade from. This one's... You know what? This one might be okay. It's in the mountains. Yeah, screw it. I think this is fine. All right, let's create our ideology, our fluid ideology. Hello, Krusty. How are you doing? Yes, I watched the Pointless Hub. I love watching Pointless Hub. Ray hates it when I watch Pointless Hub in the car because she's like, "This is boring. This man makes me go to sleep." I'm like, I love his. I think it's funny. Shin Taoist. Okay, what is our ideology? We are a... Oh, healthcare could be tempting. Maybe healthcare would be correct. Ritualist plus... let's do... We're not quite travelers. I think we're more of a... Let's see, we don't despise... cultures, industrialism. I think we're gonna go with the healthcare meme. And we are believers in... Let's see, our ideology is known as hot spring. Let's see, onsen purism, onsenists, or onsenist. Our ritual room is known as the shrine. Okay, and then we will use a nice blue color tone that has like this nice little lotus thing. We're basically like a glorified spa. Okay, the healing waters will protect us. Exactly. The rest of this. Okay, so execution. This is fine. Keep this at very fast. It's generally fine. Defense is acceptable. Sailing. That's fine. Okay, so we have a specialist moral guide, Dr. Okay. Head proprietor. Female version is head proprietress. Proprietress. I think that's how it's spelled. Okay, that's fine. And then get rid of this. This name is really dumb. Can I rename that? On-site nurse. No. Doctor. Nurse, that's fine. Moral guide shall be known as, okay, healing, let's just call this, therapist. Therapist, there we go, it's fine. These are fine for now. We'll rename this later. Fine. Remove. Okay, preferred, venerated animals. Alpha Thrumbo, not the normal Thrumbo. Also Yorkie, because otherwise Ray's gonna kill me. That's fine. Don't really care, that's okay. That's probably fine. One spouse, dumb labors, indifferent. Okay, recreation, sweets. Okay. Creation. So if they love recreation. Cons gain recreation opportunities, join buildings, party. Okay. Let's maybe make that normal for now. And I think the rest of this is fine. We'll adjust that as we play. Alright. Let's pick our 4 starting pawns. Let's see here. Well, I'm letting people buy in anyways, so I think what I'll do... Okay, how about this? Here's what I'm going to do. I think the way I'm going to do this is that these 4 will be the core of the colony and not the viewer pawns. I'm not going to let these people be picked up by anyone. And everyone else will be... let's see. Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it. Okay, so let's quickly purge your injuries. I think it's fine. And then yes, don't worry, we'll get the Ray and other pawns as needed. Okay, so you're fine. Okay, then you need to purge these. Okay, what is your... Okay, that's fine. Fine. Okay, so... As long as one of these people can build, that's all I care about. Okay, so you're gonna prioritize building. You're mining. Okay, your plants, and then your... also plants. Okay, that's fine. Alright, start. Someone say French kissing in the sauna? I mean, you can if you really want to. Alright. Now, let's do this. Now, let's actually play the game. You want to buy your pawn? I guess I'll have to... Oh, so I have to manually make the Ray pawn, because I think every time I try to import the Ray pawn, she breaks the game in half, which I'm not sure if is a metaphor for Ray wanting me to stop streaming so I can pay attention to her instead of playing RimWorld. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just... That's really funny. Okay, so what are we going to do, I think is... Okay. Well, maybe this one will not break the game. Let me save the game real fast. Just to make sure. Let's just make sure Ray doesn't break the game again. Okay, so there's Ray, which I don't think she's gonna break the game in half yet. And then just give her the appropriate apparel, which is... Okay, that should be okay. Alright. Let me quickly make a few changes. So let's go to Toolkit, and let's go to... Okay, so for this one, you can buy yourself in. You don't have to use the queue. Okay? No, you don't have to join the queue this one. This one you buy in. Give me a second to set it up. I think it's under... Let's see, where is it under? I think it's under settings. Where was it? Toolkit. It's not that one. Yeah, you have to give me a second to figure out where the file is. It's been a while since we've had to do this. Where was it? Because we just spawned you in, and I think there's... I think I know what's going on. Hold on. Here we go. Pawn kind config. Okay, so... One of these is a human, and one of them is not a human. Okay, so let's see if this works correctly. Give me 1 second. Okay, so if I did this right... Okay, so I don't know why... That did not... Why did that not hook into a pawn? Okay, so I need to go to pawn kind config. I think it's this one, maybe. Okay, hold on. It's breaking in half. Hold on 1 second. Leave. Okay, leave. Okay, wait. That's really odd. What is happening? Okay, so let's see here. So this one, Morita's gonna get deleted. Because I can't delete her. That's okay. It's already deleted. Okay, that's fine. So if I do this again, pawn. Okay. I cannot come back in, which is really okay. I don't know what's going on. Can you, Funbound, if you can you do exclamation mark fix my pawn? Tell me what happens. Okay, fix my pawn. Okay, you're not in the colony. Okay, so this didn't hook into you. Can you? Okay, so buy pawn. Okay, so buying pawns isn't working right now. Okay, give me 1 second. So probably have to go in here, turn this on. Okay, so then go to pawn. Okay, so you can buy pawns, but it's not gonna hook into your pawn unless you do fix my pawn. But even that doesn't work. That's really weird. Okay, hold on. Something's breaking. It's not correctly hooking into a pawn. What is happening? Why is it not working correctly? Settings. No, that's not it. Settings here. Okay, so that's fine. Fine. Set rename. Okay, modifiable items. Storyteller, viewers. Okay, so allow join queue. Don't forget to change your queues. None of this matters. This is all the same. Okay. It's really odd. Okay. So in this case, I think for now, until I can fix it, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to... Alright. These are left alone. Ray should probably do fix her pawn. Okay, so then I'm just gonna do it this way. So who bought a pawn? Ristin. Who else bought a pawn? Funbound. You know what? That's fine. So then we'll do this one. Funbound 100. Oh my god, it didn't work again. Okay, so this is gonna be a little frustrating. Oh god. My pawn, that's fine. Okay, so we'll go to here for... Okay, let's go to name queue. And then... just fix this for... Okay, so this was gonna be Funbound 100. Let's apply that one. And then... this one... who else bought a pawn? Okay, so Grubby. And then... Krusty. Biscuit 029. Okay, let's try this for now. Okay, so I would recommend you do exclamation mark fix my pawn and see if that works. If it doesn't work, let me know, and then I'm gonna have to manually add these people for some reason until I figure out what in God's name is happening here. It could be generational. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, good. That should work. Okay, great. When try doing fix my pawn real fast for me, thank you. Let me know if it does anything. Okay, so it doesn't actually recognize your name, so I have to... Got it. Okay, that's really odd, so I have to... What is happening here? Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do... I have to do this again. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Ray's pawn is breaking the game again. I don't know why. It's Ray's pawn specifically that does it. So I have to then... Okay, so then add pawn from deaf-kind human colonist. Just gonna use generic colonist background, and then we're just gonna change this to be Ray. So such as female, adult, appearance. Okay, so then I have to do no, standard skin tone. Head. Okay, so shape, head, anime, hair. Change this. I'm gotten really good at doing this fast. Okay, then change the hair color to pink for Ray. It'll change once she does the fix my pawn thing. That's fine. Get rid of the beard. Why can't I get rid of the beard? Oh, because okay, so that's why. So I gotta go to all. Okay, that's fine, fine, fine. Okay, then we're gonna change this one to say, Ray Hako. Hello, Jaylee. How are you doing, comrade? Okay, so that's fine. And then trim, add apparel. You got those. Fine. Okay, get started with that. Okay, that should be fine. And then I have to actually import that pawn. So let's quickly teleport here. Okay, so who bought pawns? Okay, so Ladronis and... Okay, so then I have to go here. So name queue. So I know this one is... Okay, so Ladronis... So it worked... Okay, so I think by removing Ray's pawn, it actually fixes it now. So if Ray does fix my pawn... So anyone else who buys a pawn, it should work correctly. I don't know why it only breaks when I summon Ray's pawn from the ether, so I just have to remake Ray's pawn every single time. Okay. Let's sort this out real fast. Okay, so that's there. You're there. Rusty goes here alphabetically. Zeoposer goes here. Grey Wind goes here. Leandros goes here. Okay, and then these four will stay there. And then I need to quickly set up the colony defenses and building and everything. So let's do that real fast before I read over everyone's pawn. Okay. So this is a standard size map. It's 250 by 250, which should give us a decent amount of room. Maybe I should have gone for a bigger map. I didn't think about doing a bigger map, but I think this is fine. We'll make it work. I think a small map is fine for now. I don't expect this run to last super long. Okay, so that's fine. Let's quickly... Okay, so... Let's chop down these trees, and then I have a sword, a yari, okay, and then I have a bunch of cloth, and then food, and there's a yumi, so, and a hat. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so then let's quickly just set up a very basic structure so we can get building. Okay, so let's do a simple storage room, and then food and sleeping like that. Okay, and then we'll put a door, and then door there. Okay, so that'll get us started. We're gonna chop down the trees. Okay, let's double check Alana's mood real fast. Why her pawn is having mental break. Okay, so it's fine. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay, it's going away anyways. I can't apparently delete these for some reason. Ravenously hungry. Except real fast. Okay, so that's fine. And Funbound is sad. Okay, so Funbound is 83, has a bad back and artery blockage minor. So you're old. It's gonna be an onsen town, but for now we have to get situated first. We are running hospitality. I did pick a slightly smaller map. It's I think 250 by 250, so not as much room as we're normally used to, but it should be fine. Let's make you young. Okay, yeah. Just because you spawned it, I'll make you young. Let's make you 32, and let's get rid of your health problems. Okay, so you should be okay. So what's my TPS? Okay, so my TPS is not ideal, 380, but I think it's also because like a ton of animals on the map, so if we start purging animals, we should be okay. There are a decent amount of insects here, so we do need to worry. Let's get weapons allocated. What do we have? Okay, so Ricin. Okay, so let's see. So Ricin. Okay, that's fine. So let's get food. Oh, we need cloth. Or we need to get Okay, so let's do this. Let's quickly fill this. And then let's fill the high fertility zones. Okay, so this one I want to fill this with rice. And then the other one also with rice. Okay, we're just gonna grow a lot of rice. Okay, that's fine. And then quickly make a stockpile zone here. Just dump everything in there for now. Let's see what we have. And then we'll eventually get the shojis and other stuff set up as a door. Okay. For now, we just need to get our colony up and running. Okay, so then I need beds. We could make futons, which we probably will use if we can afford it. Unfortunately, cloth is at a premium right now, so we'll have to rely primarily on very simple basic beds until we can kind of get situated here. Okay, so that's fine. It's gonna be very cramped. Okay, so that's okay, and then we'll need to set up the other usual bits and baubles, so I also want this chopped down. Get that out of the way, get that one out of the way, that's fine. Start trimming this a little bit, and then we'll probably have to dig into the mountain for some other things. There is silver in there, which we do want to grab. We actually don't have nearly as much land as I was hoping, so I think what we'll have to do is keep most of the production on the inside of the mountain, and we'll try to move all the main buildy bits outside. I think is how we're going to have to approach this. But I think it'll be fine. Alright, weapons. We need to assign weapons. Also, we need to get a Bashi in here, so I'm just going to add an animal. I'm not going to trust that. I'm just going to add a new one. Yorkshire Terrier, add. Teleport here. Okay, this one's name is now Bashi. Bashi with an I. And, okay, so there we go. Perfect, okay. Alright. There's also a monolith I don't really care about. Alright, comrades, anyways, are you excited? I know we wanted, replace street. Replace street should work. It says I can't find the trait named martial artist. Let's see if I can find out why it can't find the trait named martial artist. Okay, that's fine. Because it's not in here. It might be from a mod that I might have removed. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, I removed Vanilla Trace. I think I removed Vanilla Trace Expanded at some point. I can put it back in the future, but I'm not going to do it today because I don't want to reboot the game anymore. So we're just going to run with what we have. Just going to run with what we have. For now, we'll get in the future. Okay, so we need to have... So our priority right now is we need enough food for everyone. We actually have a sizable colony that needs food. Also, real fast, I'm just going to get rid of the roof here. Just clear... The roof here, here, and about here should be fine. Because I'm going to be able to remove those. Okay. We're going to need a decent amount of cotton and rice. And we don't have electricity. We have beds barely. We need more trees chopped down. We need to have very basic tables so we can eat. So these are low design tables. That's cute. Okay. So for now, we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll add very basic chairs, stools at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that at least gets us some food. Okay. Yes, they're not in right now, Riston. I'm sorry. I'll put them in next time. Again, I was kind of in a rush trying to get things to work. So hopefully this works now. I think we're all good to go, right? Okay, let's actually roll. Purchasing. Okay, so right now people cannot buy anything. What I will allow people to buy... Let's see. I don't want people to buy crazy stuff is the problem. Let's see. How about this? How about for the first stream, I'm not going to allow people to buy anything. Let me actually build the colony out, and then after that we can figure out how we're going to design the colony. I think that'll be a good compromise. Okay, let's figure out items first. Who's our best shot? Okay, so our best shooter is... Okay, so Rake is incapable of fighting Y. Soul Survivor. Okay, so let me... Okay, so Ray's backstory is really weird. I don't know why she's got that, but I'm just going to randomly change this. You are actually a academy student, that's fine. And then you're not a pathological liar, actually a, rancher. Wildlife ranger. Okay, let's do that. Ray's a wildlife ranger. Okay, so she can do all that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'd say, how about this first stream is build up your pawns if you want while I try to build up the colony and make sure it doesn't implode on itself. That's probably fine. Interpretation. Okay, so who's going to be what? Okay, so our best shot is actually Elite Ladronis. So I'm going to give Ladronis the Yumi. I'm going to give Funbound the Yari. I'm gonna give Grubby the long sword here. And I think I'm gonna give... Let's see here. I'm gonna give Chigusa the bamboo axe. Okay, so that gets us our weapons. We have some hay. There's a straw coat here. We don't have enough hats. Does hat actually give anything? Let's see. This hat provides some heat insulation, which is fine. Okay, so that's okay. So as long as we got bamboo, probably have to grow some bamboo as well. We have a lot of hot springs available to us, which is really nice. You have bloodlust. That's fine. Don't worry, we'll survive. Oh, God, we gotta figure out the toilet situation too. So they have water here, so that's fine. They don't really need a well, but I do need to put a small latrine just so we can get people to do their business away. So one... Oh, dear. Okay, so then I have to go here, here, switch to this tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, add door. Perfect, okay. I do not have blue archive furniture, no. I saw the mod. I didn't want to add too many more furniture mods. I already have a few, so I kept it fairly simple. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Krusty... Why is Krusty sad? Krusty is sad because slept in pain. Oh my god, so you have beds now. Okay. We need cloth. We're gonna need a lot of cloth. We need a lot of rice. We're growing rice. Okay, so let's do... Okay, so there's high fertility zones here. So this entire one, I'm going... Okay, how about this? Why don't this one be entirely rice? And then this one... Let's actually change... Okay, so fill this out. Why don't we make this one actually... Let's actually make this one cotton. Because I know we're gonna need a lot of cotton. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's do cotton. Okay, there we go. Alright, now that we have the core basis, let's see how we want to design the core of the colony. So, this is a hot spring themed colony. We're using hospitality. We need to make sure there's rooms for people to sleep, right? So, we need bamboo also for flooring. So, I do need... We're probably just going to grow bamboo on regular ground for now, just I need it. So, let's go here. Let's see, bamboo. Bamboo apparently does grow relatively quickly. 12 days, 15 days. Okay, this one gets you more if you're willing to wait like 2 extra days. God, why do I have so many VG? Oh god, I have 3 different bamboo plants. Doesn't yield. We'll grow a little more. 16, 13 days. Okay, bamboo plant gets me 14 over 10 days. Okay, so let's... Doesn't really matter which one I think I use. Blade Whisperer. So Blade Whisperer means if you equip a melee weapon, it becomes a pseudo persona weapon. Basically, if you have a melee weapon in hand, it gains a persona weapon trait. It's very weird and funny if you have it. Okay. Okay, so we have dining. What do we need next? We need a research room. Real fast. Okay, I don't know why I don't know why Marksman joined in as a... Oh, God, why does this keep happening? So, I don't know why you spawned in like this. Right, okay, so I remember this was the issue that we had previously. So ever since they added, okay. Give me 1 second, I have an idea. Okay, so I can't buy a pawn. Let's delete this one. Okay, why can't you buy a pawn now? Does it have to be this one? Is this the one that works? Okay, so that's the one that works. Okay. Okay, so try again. Let's try again, Marksman. See if this works. Okay, now you're here. Got it. Okay, so that works fine. All right. Now I'm remembering why I didn't do people buy in colonies anymore, because it just is a bajillion errors that cause a bajillion problems. Okay. All right. This kind of works now. Got it. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so we need empty workbench, no work bills. Okay, so we can fetch water now. That's fine. We don't need that. Okay, so people will use that to do that. Okay, so Riss is now swimming in the hot spring. Good. So we know this is working. What's our normal brick here? We have access to granite and small amounts of limestone. So it's limestone and granite. Okay, which is fine. We can work with that. Okay. Okay, so why don't we do... bamboo walls would be really bad. Okay, so we need a small research hut. For the time being, here's what I'm gonna do. I need a small research lab. We're gonna put it in here. And then I need production. We'll put in a simple research thing here and here, so that's good. Gets us going there. And then we'll need some light. Put a torch lamp like right there. That should be good. Keep the vibe going. Okay. What's next? We do not have enough food for everyone. Is one of the issues that we're gonna run into. So we need to figure out the food situation ASAP. So how are we gonna do food, comrades? How do we feed this entire oh god, we have to Tommy. Tommy mats. Does this count as a bench? It probably does, right? Okay, so we actually have a lot of options for food. Okay, so why don't we focus on getting a central room where all of our colonists can eat? Like a place where they can all just sit down and enjoy life, right? Because while the Rim is tough, having a centralized room I think would be a good idea. So I think what we'll do, maybe over here. I think here's what we're doing. Let's chop this down here. Because again, yeah, well, let's set up a centralized kitchen and dining area. And then, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we can set this up as one of the hot springs. And then we can set this up as like a smaller hot spring. But this is going to be the primary hot spring for the colony. And for our guests. So what I don't want to do is I don't really want to change this shape. I want to leave how this mountain carve out looks. Okay? And then we'll build around it. So I'm okay digging out here and ripping this mountain apart, though. That's fine. So let's actually start ripping this mountain apart as well, so we have space. And then let's start figuring out the core kitchen. Now, because it's a Japanese-themed building, everything is going to be made out of wood. So if there's a fire, we're all going to burn. Okay? Just keep that in mind. If there's a fire, we're all burning together. Okay, so what are we researching first? Let's see. So hay weaving. This gets us in. Oh, this gets us in Iori and Kamado, Edo buildings. Oh, here we go. So this gets us all the nice buildings. Okay. Understand Tori, Rough Tatami, Sashimono, Shogun. Oh, okay. Atypical warfare. Yeah. So Edotech does give us a decent amount of stuff to play with. A main technology. We should probably get ourselves access to. Let's see. Okay, samurai faction. So okay, let's go down here. So we have Bushido Code, calligraphy, sake brewing, cherry blossom. Oh, okay. So let's do this. We're gonna be low tech for a while. We'll get to higher tech later on. Keep that in mind. Okay, Krusty's now insulting everyone. That's fine. Okay, so let's set that up, and then we need a pen for the horses for now. I don't have a spot to really put them in, which is a bit of a problem. So I think for now what we'll do, until I can figure out what to do with the animals, is... So it's under structure, fence. Oh god, there's so many things I have to do, and we just started the colony. So just quickly build a spot to just dump the horses here for now. Put a gate. Okay. And then I think what we'll do is, so this should be walled off in its own area. Something like this is probably correct. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 out. So something like this is probably where we're gonna put the onsen part, like that. You know what I mean? I think that looks okay-ish. Okay, so let's leave that there. And then I think this would have a shoji. For now, let's put one here until I can figure the rest of it out. And then this area is not going to be roofed. Okay. So many things to do. Okay, Garm's also in the colony. All right. All right, now that we've found a little break, let's actually read everyone's pawns, shall we? So, why is Krusty on the ground and dying? What in the world happened to you? Okay, so you had a fight, also you have stab scars. We should probably set up a hospital. Okay, we are dying here. Oh my goodness, there's like a bajillion and a half things that we have to do in this colony ASAP. How much food do we have left? We're out of food, actually. Oh shoot, we don't have any meals. Okay. Let's hunt these, and then let's quickly set up a kitchen. We need a kitchen ASAP. So a kitchen, we'd have to set up maybe... I don't think I want to put the kitchen next to the onsen access point, so I think what we do is I'd probably put the core okay, so I'm trying to design this like a hotel, right? So maybe we have a few rooms here and here, and then the main, because I want it to be like one. Should we? Okay, here's the question. Should it be? I think it should be one supersized compound. Is my design that I'm going with in my head, with 3 tile wide core hallways. I think that'll be fine. So if we go 3 tile wide core hallway, at the very least, so 1, 2, 3. Yes, I think. Let's set up the main. Okay, so the main dining hall should be away. So this would be more of an entertainment hall here, and then probably have a dining hall about hereabouts. And you'd have the small kitchen attached in the rear side. So maybe there. Let's start with this and see where this leads. As long as it's odd. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's not enough. I shrink it down. I want it to be odd. Okay, so that's fine. This is 11, which means there's a center line here. Okay, perfect. Let's go with this. Let's go with this design, and we'll just play with it and we'll adjust as we see fit. Because the colonists also need their own bedrooms. And we'll also need hospitality rooms as well. So there's a lot of things this colony needs done. Let's figure out work schedules real quick. That's fine. Okay, so Wakabayashi, Krusty, and Alana are the primary doctors. Ray's also a potential doctor, so we'll let her do doctoring. Okay, what else we got? Bed rest is fine. Hall plus is fine. Child care, we don't really have children. Basic is fine. Okay, animal handling is fun-bound, and Ray's speciality. Entertainment. Entertainment will be in the realm of... Okay, we'll set that to Ray, Funbound, and Krusty, if we have guests over. Colony Cook is probably Garm. And I guess Chigusa would be secondary cook. Okay, people are already angry at each other and trying to kill each other, so that's fun. Okay, God, why are they fighting? Okay, so now we have people who are injured. Okay, that's fun. Okay, so that's annoying. Why is everyone having mental breaks already? Okay, so there's no food. We gotta kill some animals ASAP. We need food now. Set a campfire out here ASAP. Who's our builders? Okay, so Suda, Zia Poser, and Leandros are the main builders. I need them focused on building at all times. We're gonna go kill a bunch of animals. Okay, we're just gonna gang up on the animals until they're dead. Okay, so I guess there's some food. Then I need to set up a butcher spot, which is over here. I'm sorry that this is very boring, like, early on, because it's like I have to just keep remembering what I have to do. Okay. Alright, I'll just call you Lead. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so let's get this here. So one there, and then set this up. Butcher creature do forever. Okay, that's fine. I need a builder now. Who's build? Okay, so you focus building this here. Okay. Okay, and then there is a bunch of cherry blossom trees, which is great. Okay, so now we undraft. Okay, so then we can set this up. Cook simple meal, do forever. Cook simple meal, do forever. Okay, so that gets us bare minimum food. Okay, kitchen here. Let's see, structure. Okay. Okay, so we need to figure out who's researching. So head researcher is... Okay, it's actually going to be Ray as head researching. And Greywind is crafter primary. Okay, and then Riston primarily does a lot of artwork, but I think researching is your priority if you're not doing any artwork. Garm is cooking specialist, crafter special. Okay, so Lead is a crafter specialist here. Training in combat when necessary. That's fine, fine. Okay, so what do I need? Okay, so 2 Wakabayashi's primarily focusing on plants. Okay, that's fine. Marksman is plants when not building. Okay. Also go with animals? Okay. We have a lot of animals that I need to deal with. Okay, so Riston. You're really good at hunting and handling. Okay, so we'll make you prioritize. Okay, so we'll make you prioritize researching then animal. Actually, animals then researching is probably correct. Okay. Okay, so now we should have food. So now they're happy. Goods. Okay. There's a mad quail attacking us. We're just gonna go murder this quail with our fists of justice. Make you the warden. Oh, listen, I'm trying to do everything. Just give me 1 second. Okay. You have like no skill in wardening. I'm not gonna make you the warden. You have no skill in wardening. You can make things for the colony, but you have 2 social stats. Okay. So Lana's setting up the rice here. We have rice growing there, and we have cotton growing there. Okay. Alright. That should be fine. Also, enjoy your lurking, Garm. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. There's like a bajillion things I was paying attention to. Okay, so that's fine. So we need more things built. Okay, so there we go. Food is coming out. Slowly. It's not efficient. That's fine. Okay, so I suddenly trap them inside, as usual. Okay, so then I'm going to use shoji doors. Let's set those set up. And then, okay, so basically the idea is exterior doors need to be made out of like a normal door. I think that's gonna be the plan. Standard exterior doors. Okay, Suda, you need to quickly, okay, you don't have that. And then who else has construction? Marksman, okay. I want you to go over here and build this now so they can get out of that room. Then we can build the rest of that. Okay, fantastic. So now they can escape. Good, now they can go to their bed. Alright, it's slowly starting to come together, kind of. Okay, so we know this one's gonna need a shoji, and that should be okay. Ah, Thrombos have arrived. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna interact with the Thrombos. Also, we don't have enough bed space, so I probably need to start making more beds. Okay, who's our miners for this colony run? Okay, Badger-kun is our miner of the day. Greywind also will do mining when necessary, and Zeoposer will specialize in digging rocks out, because there is none other I would trust than Zeoposer to smash rocks together. If Invadave were here, he would probably be sent to the mines, as usual, for that is his life. Invadave is one with the mines. Okay. Alright, what's the other thing that animals need? It is some kind of fence marker. Here we go, pen marker. Okay, let's put a pen marker here. So that can at least maintain some of those animals there. Okay, what's this colony? This colony is a Japanese onsen-themed colony focusing on the mod known as hospitality. When we'll eventually get guests that we have to take care of in our quaint little home and ensure that they have enjoy their life here. Our goal is to reach about, let's say, I don't know how much, let's do an arbitrary number, let's say 50,000 silver in sales of letting people stay over and rest. That's our arbitrary goal right now, but we'll adjust that as necessary. So then I need, we could put a pit hearth here, actually, for food, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if they can sit there, but what if we research, so we have this, but what if we go to Edotech? Edo production, Iori, Kamado, steam rice, but can be used for cooking other meals like flatbreads. Okay, so maybe we'll get some of those eventually. But for now, our stove is going to be this pit hearth. Okay, I don't know why that's there, but I think we can put 2 of them like that. Gastronomy, I think works, but I don't have it installed. I think I have uninstalled gastronomy for the time being. I didn't want to risk it personally. God, there's so many animals here. Holy cow, those bamboo stalks, oh, wait. Oh, that's really funny. There's no, like, growing animal. It just spawns as a giant... It just spawns fully formed. So you actually can't tell when it's, like, ready to harvest. That's really weird. That's also really funny, but also, wow, that is really odd. I don't like that. That is kind of unnerving. That is... We're gonna switch the VGP. That's... We're just gonna trim those out and just replace it with the VGP bamboo. I think it'll look a lot better. There we go. Thank you, VGP. God. That's such a good mod. Okay. So now all of our animals are there. Okay, people are dying of heat stroke because it's 41 centigrade outside. Can't really do much about the heat for now. We don't have cooling. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this room... I have enough wood, right? Okay, so we have enough food, right? Okay, we might have to kill more animals. Shoot, we have no food, right? Oh. We gotta go killing again. I don't want to kill the Thrumbo, because that's a bad idea. I don't want to kill the Boomalopes either, that's a bad... Let's go over here. How about this? Let's just do this. Wildlife. Okay, so we're gonna kill the boars. Turkeys, basically anything that's not, look at all those cute little birds that I have to now kill. I almost have to stay alive. The boars are down here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get... We only have 4 people with weapons. That is not a lot of people, by the way. Okay, so then we're just gonna do drafted hunt. Okay, so... Okay, just beat them up one at a time. Okay, go down here. And so as we kill them, someone else will go handle and clean them up. Okay, good. Kill that one too. Okay, so send this one. Okay, that rat's dead. Let's go down here, kill the next boar. Okay, next one. Fantastic. Okay, let's undraft. Let's get the food there. And then we need to get weapons and other things going as well. Okay, so one thing is people aren't required to drink. That's fine. This room is really hot. Of course it is. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And let's do cook. Simple meals forever for now. Eventually, we'll be able to do things like making dango and other Japanese-themed foods. You can set your own favorite color, actually. There's a mod for it. There's a command for it. I think it's like exclamation mark favorite color and then red. I don't know if it worked correctly. I think you have to give it a hex code. Okay, then it's fine. So then I need to set... This is a recreation room for now. So, recreation dining room... Wait, does this work? Hold on. How does this work? I want to see this. So I could do... like this? Would this look right? Let's see this. I think I actually have a mod that allows cup noodles, and something exploded. Oh, I think we did actually kill the boom rats, but I forgot to deselect them. That's funny. That's a problem for later. Okay. That's fine. So then this one... Okay, so what we're gonna do is copy and then link these. I don't know if any changes here will work, but that's okay. So let it be for now, and then Mark's is gonna build this up. Okay, so now we get lamps. Okay, so these just passively give light. You do need to keep them fueled, but it is kind of cute. Can't change the color, unfortunately. That's fine. So I need some basic furniture in here. So... well, they need to eat. So we can put a low table. Here's all the Zabutons. Okay, so maybe we can do something like... at least for the time being, we can go 1, 2, we can stagger it. Here's our, because that's reload. Okay, so we can do 1, 2... oh, okay, so it is slightly different on each side. That's weird. Okay, so then we can do something like this then. Like that? Okay, so we can at least get a few seating areas. And then that'll get... okay, so just as long as we can get the cloth and wood for it, which is going to be a little rough. So cloth is hard to get. Well, we have a decent starting on 350. Food is low. People are getting heat stroke. Okay, so we need to find a way to get rid of the heat stroke ASAP. So for now, let's quickly just throw in a passive cooler, which we can easily fit in here. Whoever can build this now, just build it ASAP. The arm doesn't even have a bed, which is a little tragic. And then these, let's just deconstruct these for now. Get some water to fill that in, please. Thank you, Krusty. Please fill this up with water now, or else before your comrades die of heat stroke. Okay. Let's find some fun bounce. Okay, so food. Food's still the problem. Got it. Okay, so how am I gonna feed this many colonists? We don't have the infrastructure to feed everyone yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got advanced pole arms, which is fine. Let's get katana. Do we really need katanas? Let's get Yumi so we can at least get archery stuff here. Okay, so what are my other choices? Okay, so there's probably a lot of apple trees. Nope, there's not. Okay. Let's get the berry bush. Let's harvest all of those for food. And then what other animals are there? God, do I really want to go ambush a Thrumbo with my lack of weapon? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna sacrifice the... I should keep the horses, but I think I'm okay sacrificing the yaks. Yeah, because they're male. Oh, but if we keep them, we can get milk. Milk is actually kind of useful. I can't even feed these. I'm just gonna kill them for now. We can keep I think the horses can stay in here because I think there's just enough nutrition consumption in this pen for the horses, but the yaks have to die. Average rim pond can last quite a while if you can just keep them alive. What other animals do we have? Okay, then we're gonna kill the iguana. That's food too, so kill that one. Okay, that's fine. So there's a very simple seating area, so they can at least eat there. Cook meal simple forever. So butcher the animal there, fantastic. So I think what we'll do too is we'll need a butcher spot. So I think for now we'll do a butcher table right next to the kitchen. That's fine. From one spot to another. We can do sushi prep, but we can't do... Oh, fishing. That's right. We can fish, except there's nowhere we can actually fish, which is kind of ironic. That is actually kind of ironic. Thank you, Lil Pond Turtle, for the follow. Okay, there's actually no place to fish here. So we actually have to import our fish, right? Yeah, we'll have to import our fish, because it's just all hot springs. Beach episode? Oh, God. We could do a beach episode. Oh, look, they're eating raw meat instead of, like, letting me cook the food, which is gonna make them really sick ASAP. Oh, God. Whatever, they need to eat something before they go crazy, so I'm letting it happen. What are my next things? Maybe we have to go kill the bugs and eat the bug meat for now, just so we don't die? Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, food policies exist. Thank you. Raw. Well, raw meat is bad. Everything else is okay. You want to be twins? Are you both male pawns? Oh my god, okay. Hold on, give me a second to then quickly do this. You're almost ready. Okay, so if you want to look the same, we'll make you both look like Riston. Okay. I don't know what hair you're using is the problem. Okay, so you're using PHMS 48. Okay, so then hairhead, and that's Ponpeko. 08? No, it's 08 berry, right? I think that's what it's called. So that would be PHMS. Okay, so wait, is that right? Hairhead, Ponpeko hair. All right, well that's fine. All right, your faces are slightly different. Oh, that's what you meant. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. I don't know if I can actually change that. Okay, so add relation to Grubby. You are brothers. Okay, there you go. Oh, wait. And then your parent is... Well, there's none. Alright, there you go. Now you're brothers, I guess. Congratulations, you have found your long-lost RimWorld sibling. Alright, what is our faction called? We are known as the... Ryokan Collection. Our settlement is known as Hakone Ginyu, which is an actual ryokan that I went to last year, and it was a very beautiful place. I would highly recommend it if you're ever looking to go try something else out. Alright, go clear floor, clear all. Okay, so I'm just gonna purge this, that's fine. Okay. They had fantastic food. I loved it. Ray loved it too. It was fantastic. I want to go back again. I keep saying like, oh, let's go back. She keeps saying let's go back, so we're probably gonna go back at some point. Okay, temporarily, I need a second bedroom here. Just, we have enough pawns that I need more beds. So let's just slam that out. And that should get us enough, because we're already at 15 beds, which is a little rough. Okay, there we go. We're making food. Okay, now here, clear all butcher creature, do this forever. Okay, that's fine. Get rid of this. Okay. So I need a production facility real fast as well. So let's produce... let's do a crafting spot real quick. So I can quickly... Okay, so you can convert wood into bamboo and back and forth, which is fine. That's good. Bundle koku for rice. Unbundled rice. Okay. What else can we make? This one increases your carrying capacity by 15. Straw hats will give you... Block out the sun. Sashimono banners. Okay, so we don't really need most of these right now. That's okay. Okay. Okay, so the beds are being slammed out. There's a fire nearby. Nope, it's not anymore. Okay, well, where's the nearest animal? Chigusa is angry, is now starting a fire in the base, because of course, why not at this point? Okay, so that's fine. So at least they can eat. They're eating at this cute little zabuton, so that's fine. We need... There is actually a fire nearby, which is kind of getting out of hand. Also mad raccoons. Wow, there's just a bajillion things happening, and it's hard to keep up. Leandros is... Are you set to hunt animals? You are not. Oh, you are. Okay, yes. Hunt animals, and then everything else comes after that. Okay. Okay. What else do we need to do to fix this up? Storage, right. So... Meal storage. Rack is somewhere here. Meal tray. Okay, so put a meal tray here. Link these, storage, add meals. Fantastic. Okay. And then... I think what we'll also do for both of these is I will allow cooking carnivorous fine meals only with insect meat. What are the other... What's the other nasty meats in the game? Human sashimi... Oh, human surimi. Oh, God. And yeah, that's... Okay, then Okay, get rid of this, and then do this forever. Copy. Link. Okay. Okay, so what's happening now? Okay, so there's this angry raccoon that we have to go fight off now. Unfortunately, if Scaria would transfer over if we're not careful. Quickly murder it. Okay, good. So then these guys can go away. Okay, so Led is going to kill some animals, so we have food, which is good. We can't fish for food. Our first rice crop is going to take 90 days to grow. We need to expand our food storage facility, so... Probably what I have to do, and likely what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna actually put the food storage expansion here. I'd rather have more food storage than more kitchen space, I think. So let's expand stuff like that. So I can put a third pit hearth for food. And that should be okay. Okay, so it's an ambrosia sprout. Yeah, okay, so if somebody joins, it's Alana's sister. Whoa, crazy. All right, okay, we didn't actually do this. Let's read everyone's pawns now we have an opportunity to breathe. Okay, so Wakabayashi is one of our pawns. Baseliner human, herbalkin, force primitivist, enjoys plants, not much else. Quick sleeper, iron-willed, just fast on a nudist. Tsuda is budding artist and became a deputy in a centurion thing. Steadfast, slowpoke, masochist, bloodlust, greedy, construction high, artistic high. Chigusa, trash baby, became banished. Melee and plants are special. Industrious, unhygienic, slowpoke, pyromaniac, and kind badger-kun here loves talking to swords. Boy, he loves swords. Also quite neurotic. Alana is kind, industrious, okay, as usual. We already know how Alana's pawn operates. Ixonia is too smart, gourmand, fastidious, teetotaler, careful shooter, good with cooking, arts, and intelligence. Crusty, slow learner, lazy, body pierce, psychically hypersensitive, and high bloodlust. Pretty good medical and social, though. Unbound, tough, greedy, fast learner, there's a lot of psychopaths. Animals, melee. Was a farmhand, became a knight. Rode dromedaries. Yeah, listen, it's a breathe. My ability to speak English has been a little rough recently. Night owl, steadfast sanguine, quick sleeper, jogger for Ray. He loves animals, intelligent work and shooting. Garm is eldest caretaker, basically was parentified as a child, became a carver of rocks, high artistic, cooking, loves food, pessimist, fast walker, trigger happy kind, grubby, staggeringly ugly, tough, brawler, germaphobe, bloodlust, melee, and animals are specialty, abandoned child hunter. Riston, storyteller's kin, grew up to be a carver also, just like Garm. They're both carvers, loves animals, high melee stat, comically high. And wow, look at that blade was okay. So Riston's basically, if we give Riston a melee weapon, he'll rip everything. Ledronus is high shooting, germaphobe, misandrous, chemical interest, lazy, marksman, tribe child, became normal colonist, industrious, careful shooter, unhygienic, psychically dull, fast learner, tough, good melee and construction and plants, kind of just wherever. Grey Wind is reclusive child, became a jeweler, loves rocks, quick sleeper, industrious jogger, and Zeoposer, cave child, became a digger, loves digging rocks, undergrounder, basically everything for rocks, quick sleeper, teetotaler, psychically deaf, and kind. Okay, let's sort this out alphabetically now. Okay, now that we got through that. Hello Alex, how are you doing? Comrade, good evening. Oh my goodness. Should we do an art stream this week? I don't know if I want to do an art stream this week, but man, I feel like my artistic ability is starting to at least improve a little bit now that I've been actually doing it again. So it's like, oh, maybe if I actually committed to it, I won't suck as much. But at the same time, it's like, man, it means I have to commit to doing art. Tough choices, I know. Put a shoji like right around here, and that should be okay for some of this. We probably will need to put a sushi prep table at some point, but if we don't have access to fish, that's gonna be really hard. Less whining, more arting, but art's hard. Okay, so hot spring does give them some mood buff. Also, that fire has been slowly getting bigger. Let's reinstall this over here away from that room so we can keep that clean. And then I think a room where you're cooking food should not have bamboo, but you probably want traditional wooden flooring is probably fine. And then probably in here you would want bamboo flooring, but we don't have enough bamboo, but we can fix that. Well, let's see how this looks. Maybe I prefer the wood look instead of the bamboo look for the floor. Hard is hard, you just need imagination. It's not just imagination, you need to understand, like, you know, anatomy and all sorts of other things to make sure that it looks good. Just because... Oh shoot, just because you have imagination doesn't mean you have the skills necessarily to make your imagination a reality. And that's the issue that I struggle with art, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do storage here. We're gonna need to make a food dump here. So why don't we use, let's just use large crates to store food bits. So 1, 2, 3, link all these together. These will be all for raw, it doesn't really matter what raw foods. You mix the fruits with the veggies and the meats with the not meats and it's fine. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Hold on, so I can actually convert back and forth, right? Okay, so let's set, okay. Let them have their fight, that's fine. We have a few meals, there's 2. Okay, so at least we're getting food. It's barely enough to feed everyone is the problem. And then we can get this built if we can get the wood and stuff built. Okay, so what do we actually need to make? We need something. Okay, so let's get a few. So we can build Yari, Omiyari, which is longer reach, or the Naginata. So what weapons should we have give to people? So Rista needs a weapon. We don't have katanas, although I'm sure Riston wants a katana. Let's just make... I like naginatas. So let's just make 2 steel naginatas to get us through for the time being. And then that will fix that. Okay. Naginatas work as well. Perfect. Fantastic, because I love that thing. Okay, so there's our food storage, and then we need to temperature control this for now. Eventually we will get advanced temperature control, but for now, that's gonna be a little tough. Also, people need to stop fighting because holy cow, they are just killing each other. And our doctor is getting incredibly overworked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert these 2 to medical beds. And then that should be fine for now. So at least if they're dying, we know where to dump them. We are not growing any herbal medicine, which is also a bit of an issue, so we need to fix that as well. Okay. We need bamboo, so crafting spot, let's quickly convert over. Basically, I want to always have... Oh, that's interesting. Wait, so I can convert bamboo into wood, but I cannot go the other way of converting wood into bamboo. That's really weird. Okay. Okay. That's strange. Okay, that's... So I actually do need to grow bamboo the boring way. At least our first rice crop is about ready, which is good. Okay, so then I need this moved over here ASAP. Okay, so let's move this here. No, it doesn't. Did you switch your pawn's gender? If so, let me know and I will... I'll change it. I'll change the body shape myself. Okay, so we have hopefully the first naginata being built. Okay, so just you're almost there. Just finish it. Finish it. Okay, first naginata. Let's get this to Riston. All right, so Riston, your weapon has bonded to you. You whisper to the blade, and it teaches you that it is spelunkophobic, which means it does not like digging rocks. You lose mining and drilling speed. That's weirdly specific. Okay. Okay, so maybe we don't make this all a bamboo, which is the problem is we don't have bamboo. It's gonna take a while to grow. Okay, there's our first stack of rice coming in. That's good. So at least we have food there. And then the other batch of rice will grow eventually, so we'll have a lot of rice for food. Okay, so we're starting to at least stabilize us. Oh, but we don't know when the first raiders are gonna start showing up either. Ooh. Let's just build a few walls to seal off some of these entrances so I know exactly where they're gonna come from. We need more bows. So we did learn how to make a Yumi, so we will start manufacturing these. Let's go do a Shigaru armor as well, so we can get some armor going. And then... So a Yumi is just 60 wood fires. Okay, so let's make like 4 Yumis. 4 arrows, I think would be... 4 more archers, I think would be really good, so we can also have them hunt. Wow, this entire upper area just got completely slaughtered by the fire and the flames. I don't know why, but a group of chickens have just joined my colony, so I'm just gonna kill all those because we are not gonna keep chickens around. That is just free food. I am not gonna raise chickens in this colony. Ah, did you know if you want, we can also build a grav ship if we're willing to go find the mechanoid signal? That's right, you too can make a grav ship. I think a grav ship for this colony would be interesting for later down the line if we get that far. I don't know how long we're gonna run this colony though. It's more like a, let's just see what kind of vibes we get off of this. Okay, let's kill those chickens because I don't want to keep those chickens around. That's too many animals and that's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so we at least have some food. Let's make this not forever. Let's make this until we have... I want to do this until we have at least like 30 meals in stock, because we typically will burn through a lot of meals. A war merchant has arrived, which means we can trade with them, at least maybe buy something. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, so you want this one, right? Okay, so you can have that one. Go eat your food. Eat your food. Please don't eat raw food, please. There you go. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have Yumi being built, so Ray's gonna get 1. Who else is a good shot here? Surprisingly, very few people are actually good shots. Tsuda probably gets the other one. Okay, no, let's get this one to Ray. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, we're getting there. We're making progress. Let's cancel this for now until we get more of that. Okay. What do you think so far, comrades? Do you think it's going good? I think this is starting to look pretty nice. Look at that. We're getting rice in large quantities, which will easily fill up our rice coffers, which will allow our cooks to just keep cooking around the clock. I made a mistake and set this to single, but that's fine. Let's actually do this as cook. Simple meal, 4x, do until we have at least 40, and then do this here, copy, link. Delete this one, fantastic. Okay, so that's good to go. So now we're set. What else can we do? We're not gonna make human surimi, that's stupid. What else can we make? Dango, we can make dango out of rice. So we could probably stop making simple, that's probably fine. Yeah, we do want to make specialty meals, okay. Who's our best talker? Alright, as usual, just like in the last colony, I think Alana's our best talk. Actually, Krusty's a pretty good talker. Let's have Krusty become the colony trader. Alright, what can we get from them? So we have a book. I'm not gonna get rid of that. Could sell the silver longsword, which is probably fine. I don't really have anything I want. Okay, don't care. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so Riston wants to be a female pawn. Let's quickly change your design. Wait. Oh, are you trying to be a male pawn or a female pawn? Okay, there we go. So we have all those bows now. That's fine. And then that should be okay. So we have multiple Yumi that we can allocate. You want to be a female pawn? Got it. Okay. So Riston, let's switch you to female pawn, change body shape, and then change your face to be more anime. But you can keep the hair. There you go. Alright. So here's the burgeoning developments of our very simple colony for the time being. It ain't a lot, but I think it works for now. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, we do need to set up a ritual spot real quick. So let's do a ritual spot here for now. And then let's do a role change. Who's gonna... I think we'll set... You know, I think for this colony, we're gonna set up... Let's see. Why can you not do social work? What's preventing you? Okay, we're gonna change that real fast. You are actually... let's see here. Source. Okay. So, here's the story. Our plot line is Misako Wakabayashi is actually an isekai victim. Was hit by truck-kun at some point in their life. And became an adventurous weirdo. And also, she at least has very mild social skills, just not that much. Because I need an excuse to make her the colony head. So that's the lore. That's the lore we're going with. Alright, I need to use the restroom. You can gawk at this for a bit while I disappear and be right back. I too am a video gamer. I too was born as a gamer. Okay. Now that we're actually able to play this game properly, I still don't know what happened with all the crazy. Well, at least we know why a lot of this stuff was broken earlier. So I'm glad about that, right? So we can at least continue this colony. So it's actually not as much room as I was hoping for. I think there's actually way too much. The main issue is that there's actually a lot more hot springs than I was anticipating. So it's actually kind of hard to build around it, which is really odd. But I think I can make some interesting bedroom or room designs around the hot. For example, this one could be like a private hot spring for a specific, group. Not every room is gonna have a private hot spring, so I think we'll have a public one, and we'll have private ones for our more esteemed guests. If that makes sense. I'm not sure how pawns treated. I think they just kind of treat it as a recreational activity. Also, I just realized I made Wakaba the wrong role. So I'm gonna just fix this real fast. She should actually be the head proprietress. And then we're gonna again do the same. So we're gonna do this also. So we're gonna give Alana the nurse or doctor? What did I give Alana? We'll give her the nurse role, which basically means she can't do anything except just medical work. I think what we did last time, and then we'll pick someone else as the other ones. Might this game have multiplayer? You don't have to imagine. Normal. There is actually a mod that adds multiplayer to this game. I hear it is very janky and not something I would personally play myself, but if you're into that, it is a thing that exists. Alright, Garm's gonna get a bow. Even though Garm may not know how to use that Yumi, I need Garm to get good at it. And then Krusty gets the other one. That should be fine. To be fair, 60 coins per minute is not too bad. I feel like you get a lot of coins in this stream regardless. It's mostly if you want to do some crazy things, that's what it's going to really cost you. You can always get more coins per minute if you sub. Did you know that subs get twice as many coins as a pay-to-win mechanic? That's right, we have pay-to-win mechanics in this stream. Okay, let's trade with these guys. Oh, yeah, I already talked to them. Okay, they don't have anything I want. That's fine. Okay, so there's our comically large stockpile of rice. Let's get that put away indoors. And then we need to start setting up the rest. So I think this area should be wood. Oh, we're actually out of wood. We need to kill some trees. All right, let's kill some trees. There we go. There we go. Also, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I need to mute myself for a moment. I'm kind of hungry, so I apologize. I'm eating a bag of chips. I try not to do that on stream, mostly because I don't want to have the people listen to me munching on chips. But sometimes I get a little. I haven't really eaten much today since the only thing I ate was when I was driving. I ate a bunch of fried chicken, so I wanted to just. I started munching on a bag of chips earlier, and it's enough for now. Okay. Okay, so we need to get the nice food for our colonists. I want them to have access to like sushi and other meals, and also making sake would not be a bad option either, because we are growing so much rice. having access to sake is actually not terribly out of reality. We also have a mod. We could make things like curry rice, instant ramen. As long as you have meat and vegetable nutrition, you can basically make any of these things. They don't actually do... It's mostly just there for aesthetic purposes, but... Hey, you know, we could do that. We can also make proper ramen. Which... I think this counts maybe as a... I'm actually not quite sure what these count as. I think this one counts as a... luxurious meal, but we also need to make soy sauce, which we don't have. So we'll need to ferment soy, which is gonna be tough. I'm sure we're gonna need a lot of rice. Trust me, I plan on growing a lot of rice. For now, this is enough to kind of keep us fed, but it's not enough to feed guests once we have guests over. When in doubt, double check the command with like exclamation mark RimWorld commands or RW commands, and it should be somewhere in there. Okay, so what do we need? We need entertainment. For now... Oh, wait. Wait a second. We can do this. With our large quantity of leather. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at how genius this idea is. Onsen with beach chairs? I think I like this. I like how that looks. And then we'll probably have to... I'm not going to do wood floor. We'll probably put something else around there once we have the materials to do so. Okay. So we also need to fix our storage. So I want large crates for steel, wood, and... Probably fine for now. So this one's steel. This one's going to be wood. Because I know we're basically going to chop down every single tree we can get our grubby little hands on. And... Let's see. The main thing of this run is that we're not traveling and we don't have the quarry mod installed. So getting large resources once we burn through our initial stack is actually going to be a little hard aside from trading and exploration. Alright, we can protect this praetor. We have no choice but to take it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so manhunting sparrow, just kill it. We saved our guest Asgi, so at least that's fixed. Look at that! Look at this relaxation that our dear pawns are able to engage in. What is she wearing? Okay, it's a standard gi. Okay. We also need to figure out which pawns are going to be the more fighty pawns, like guards, and which ones are going to be more like the socialite pawns that will have different outfits available to them. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here, Aggie. Thank you. Alright. So that should be okay. We're not using electricity, so that doesn't really matter, but we are out of wood, so we gotta chop down more trees. Our plant cutters are overworked. Okay, we may need to dedicate another pawn to this. Yeah, it's really rough, actually. Just, we don't have a lot of plants and food available. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have Marksman just drop everything and just chop trees down. I mean, we could have the, yeah, we could have the identical twin guards. That would be an option, too. So, basically, the main thing is once we get the armor, which we can make Ashigaru armor and helmet now. A gatherer has landed. Zeoposer's mother has dropped in. So Zeoposer, who is 37, has a mother who's 29. Okay. I'm not gonna question it, I guess. Alright, let's make one batch of... Okay, that's fine. Let's do one Ashigaru helmet and one armor for now. One of each. It should be okay. How? Time magic. Yeah, don't you know it's because when people travel out in space, they get shoved into a hyperbolic time chamber of being frozen in time? Oh, jeez. I think we should have a lot of 10 to this one. So unfortunately, one of our pawns might be getting that sick, delicious rabies. RimWorld rabies, as they call it. Running out of herbal meds. We need to grow herbal meds. Also, where did this guy come from? Why is he dead? I guess we'll strip the... okay, so we need to dump... We need a new zone to dump corpses in. I think if we put the corpses in here, it probably deteriorates faster. Let's put human-like corpses in here for now that are not colonist corpses, so we can at least have that be consumed by nature itself. Okay. So for now, food has been kind of solved. So now it's just we need more materials, namely wood, and we need to start getting our production up and running. I'm using 2 mods for the Japanese items. One of them is called Tease Samurai Faction, and the other is called Edo-themed Expansion. Those are the 2 ones I'm using for all the Japanese-related items. Okay, so who took the helmets? Okay, so Grubby did take one of the helmets as intended. Zeoposter took the other, which is not intended. So you drop that one. And then I'm going to give that one to Ristin. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to make a new apparel policy. I'm going to call this the, what do we call this? Well, let's figure that out in a second. What is your outfit actually composed of? Okay, so let's see. So Yukata goes in the middle. And then we just have to figure out where the Ashigaru armor ends up going. And we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so she's saved. You're fine. Bashi's alive. We're gonna need more food. We're actually still ripping through our rice really dang quick. We can't automate it either. Not yet, anyway. So eventually we'll automate rice production. As is modern technology. We're gonna basically go through the entirety of the Japanese, what do you want to call it? Technological progression. We'll dig that metal out. Okay, so this is fine. Let's see what other animals are there we can kill. Eventually, we do need to kill the bugs. I just don't really want to kill the bugs yet. They're kind of there, but they're not hurting us, so it's not an important thing to handle. Really, it's just we need people researching. But our main researcher is actually just Ray and Ristin. So, okay. Let's also start setting up entertainment here. So we need recreation. What do people recreate with? I guess we can give martial arts targets so they can work on their... We're gonna turn this temporarily into a gym. How about that? This is the temporary gym. And that'll be okay. And we'll set up an archery target outdoors so some of our pawns can work on, well, exactly as it says, their archery skills. We might as well. Helldivers is Hellbug. Listen, Helldivers is a very different experience. I actually haven't played Helldivers in a while. Okay, one of our pawns always needs fires, so why don't we get a small brazier so that they stop. I guess we can put a campfire in here. It's probably okay. There we go. So that's getting fleshed out. Just need to kill a couple hundred more trees and we should be okay. We could get a mechanator, but I think for this run, we don't need mechanators. Mechanators just add more things that I don't want to handle. You know, like I said before, the main reason we don't interact with certain mechanics in the game is that it just becomes too many mechanics to handle, and it just becomes not fun to handle that many. Okay. So hopefully we get electricity soon. I think electricity would benefit us a lot, even though it's not really necessary for our long-term survival. Okay. So at the very least, I have 17 pawns, which means I'm gonna need 17 bedrooms. I think I could probably put some of the soldiers to share bedrooms. Maybe. I think it would be really nice is if we can get pawns to have children. Maybe not, though. I feel like that would just end up weird. people trying to ship things, so maybe we don't do that actually. Okay. So the reason research is slow, 70%, is because base value is 75%. Okay, yeah, so I have to get the better research table. So no matter what we do, research is going to be slow. If I add another research table, it might be okay. Other than that, it's just a waiting game until we get the materials that we need. Bamboo's going to take forever. Also, Krusty has somehow botched multiple harvesting so far, which is very concerning because that means a bunch of rice didn't actually get picked. No, we didn't actually craft the armor. Actually, yeah, Zeoposter for some reason grabbed it. Let's have you drop it. Alright, Grubby, you can have it. There's your armor. So it does eat up your outer slot, so your temperature okay, so you're good only up through 3 degrees, so you'll need a better inner layer for you to be able to handle this when it comes to wintertime. That's another thing we have to worry about, okay. Yeah, then the straw coat is also... Okay, you could probably put a straw coat over it. But it does reduce your melee dodge chance, so that's probably not good for someone who's in the thick of fighting. So that's fun. Okay, what's over here? What is this? Trying to doomstack. Do I want to kill a bunch of Muffalo? You know, I probably should, shouldn't I? Let's go kill some Muffalo. We need that fresh Muffalo meat. Let's grab this entire doomstack here, and let's just see if they are strong enough to fight off this this stack here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set them to hunt. And they'll shoot at the Muffalo, and then let the melee characters run up and try to stop them. There we go, perfect. Let the actual archers stay back. Let the melee fighters do their meleeing. Funbound and Badgercoon are fighting for their very lives in the middle here, but so far so good. Damage from these archers are actually pretty good. Interesting. Also, I just realized Riston has a surrogate stomach for some reason. Okay, so that's fine. So everyone's alive. And now we can kill all these animals for food. Easy. Alright, undraft. And let's go rescue this guy. A cougar is hunting Magmar for some reason. Well, Magmar is not at all ready for combat. In fact, a lot of these people don't have weapons. We need more weapons. Alright, I think they're just everyone's gonna have to punch this thing to death. Alright, it hurt, but we were able to kill the cougar by everyone punching it and somehow surviving. Didn't work out super well, but it worked out well enough. Okay, so that's fine. We don't have enough medicine. A lot of people are injured, so our doctors are working around the clock. Our two doctors are working around the clock. Riston has no medical skill. Or Magmar has no medical skill. Yeah, we really don't have a lot of doctors, do we? Okay, overworked doctor. Who is injured? Funbound is still injured. Okay, set these as medical beds. Alright, so Funbound, why don't we get you over here? And the other thing, too, is our pawns are unhappy because we don't have a hospital yet. Alright, we need a therapist pawn, so let's do that as well, once everyone's tended to. God, look at those injuries. Okay, so I think everyone's been tended. Alright, let's quickly run this ritual. Alright. Highest social score in the colony. That's a viewer pawn. Funbound, congratulations. You are now the colony therapist. Our chunks all over the barracks because we haven't had a chance to turn them into other materials yet. That's really the main reason. I kind of like the cherry blossoms flying around. That's a kind of a cute gimmick. Okay, so now we managed to get a lot of wood. Okay, so Funbound's about to have a mental breakdown. Well, don't mental break. He demands a good bedroom. Okay. So we need to start figuring out where we're going to put bedrooms. So I'm thinking... we'd probably put a stack of... guest rooms somewhere over here. Then they have access to... Okay, so let's... I think the way I'm going to design this... How big should a guest room be? 16 tiles internally? 6 by 7? Okay, wait. So that's 25 tiles wide. 25 tiles is a pretty solid room. I think maybe 4, maybe 1, 2, maybe 6, maybe what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4, 20 tiles is fine. Something like that I think would be appropriate as a guest room sized area with 3 tiles wide in between. Maybe these side hallways don't have the full size. Maybe it's more like this is probably fine. I think, you know, actually that doesn't seem that bad. We can quickly put the shojis like here, 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 and here. You can put a double bed tatami mat in there once you get enough cloth growing. Yeah, I think that's fine actually. I kind of like that. All right, let's roll with that. I think we're gonna roll with that for now. Now we do need to kill this thing. That's a lot of meat first and foremost. It's a lot of. Oh, you know we need to find a way to refrigerate all the food. I think what we have to do for now is we're gonna turn everything we can into pemmican. Just because I need to burn through all the meat before it goes bad. We'll have more than enough rice. We're not gonna have more than enough meat. So we'll do that for now. It also helps improve their cooking skills so that they'll be able to cook better and better foods. We don't have access to canning yet. Canning technology is a little out of our wheelhouse, out of our knowledge pool. Yeah, so at least we can store pemmican there. You know what? Let's we actually can't make any more crates either. Okay. Our pawns are overworked and there is not enough things for them to do. Where are all these other buttons here? Fertility, overlay, lighting overlay. Oh, you know what mod? Okay, you know what's funny? So I was looking at mods to install earlier, and there was one I saw called Realistic Darkness. It seemed interesting. Basically, as you might have noticed in RimWorld, nighttime darkness, 0% darkness, is really hard to actually see as dark due to the way the game is designed to let you see things at night. But it makes darkness actually dark. And for some reason, all it does is it's a cosmetic modification. It doesn't do anything else other than make it look dark if it's night or just no light. And then for whatever reason, I looked at the mod comments and people were really going like, is this CE compatible? CE combat extended? Combat extended, please? Why not why combat extended? I don't like, why is everyone so... I love combat extended, but holy cow, some people get very... They might be memeing, but I can't tell half the time. I love combat extended though. It's good, but I also don't want to be using it for this run while it's in a questionable state of not necessarily being ready for public use. Right? That's the only reason I haven't used it yet. Maybe at some point we will. But for this run, I think it's no combat extended. Next run we'll do combat extended. Okay, what's next? What do we need now other than wood? So that'll build the bedrooms here. They killed all the trees up here, unfortunately, so we can't really get those anymore. Chop more trees down. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all the stumps. Ugh. Well, actually, you still get wood out of it. Yeah, I guess we might as well just grab all of these. I don't see why not. That's easy wood. And keep chopping every tree we can get our grubby hands on, but there's just not enough people that can chop trees down. Actually, hold on. Alright, marksman. You were prioritizing building, but I think I'm gonna have you prioritize chopping plants. I think Zooposer and Suda can probably handle most of the plant handling. At this point, though, I don't know what's memeing anymore in video games and in online communities. Okay, there we go. So let us building the second one, which then we can assign to Riston, so Riston will have a proper set of armor as well. Yeah, all the meat's rotting because we're not able to cook it fast enough. I think we don't have enough people that can even make pemmican. We can't freeze our food. That's kind of the other issue, too. We don't have a freezer. Ah, one of the animals has gotten the plague. The poor horsey. Maybe we just execute the horsey. I wanted to keep it possibly so we can transport things around the map, but Also, Marksman's being hunted down. Marksman doesn't have a weapon. We should probably fix that at some point. None of these people have weapons. Alright, Alright, Risten, time to be a hero. Can you fight this alone? Okay, so it is killing you. But you do a lot of damage with the Naginata, which is solid. Okay. Let's finish this off. Okay, cool. So, we know what we can do. I swear to God, who took the armor? Ashigaru armor. Oh, Risten did take it automatically. Perfect. No. Why did Ray take it? Okay, take that off. Okay, so let's give Risten the other armor. So, Risten's got armor, and so does Grubby. So at least we have two mostly somewhat normal-looking soldiers that can run around and beat people up. They are equipped with equipment. We'll probably need to set up proper gear sets as well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So at least this is standardized. Manage apparel policies, anything. Let's just make sure people don't put on armor without permission. Same with headgear without permission. Actually, that's fine. Actually, no, leave it alone. You start taking off armor, you used to think... what's armor specifically? Okay, that's fine. And then headgear... Yeah, let's, headgear's fine. Just don't want the armor. And then what we're gonna do for Risten is we're gonna make tags so that I can quickly just reassign this gear. So we're gonna do this. Ashigaru standard foot kit is going to be Ashigaru helmet and armor. I think we're gonna go. Okay, so the thing is the tags. Okay, got it. I see. You know, you should also have a Sashimono banner, and then I'm gonna give you all Naginatas, and that's probably fine. And then let's go into apparel policies. Set this there. That's really annoying. Okay, so all right, that's fine. We'll leave this be for now. I think if I can set the tags up correctly later. So at the very least, I can maybe get one more person with a Naginata kit. So maybe we replace Funbound's armor and weapon with Naginata stuff. Oh my goodness, there's so many cougars. Where do they all come from? Alright, whatever. You can fight it. Oh my goodness, you barely survived. Okay, so in that case, I would like Funbound to also have a Naginata have the same kit. So Funbound, I would like you to also have the Ashigaru kit. And let's make sure Grubby is also set up correctly. So your move speed goes down, but your pain shock... Okay, so we'll need Sashimono banners as well, which is also going to be fun to build. That's the banner that people have on the back, which I don't think we can really make right now because we don't have it, so that's not an option. And then we'll set up a Yumi kit as well. I think once we can start making clothes, which is going to require a tailoring bench, which I think I actually have access to, right? Yeah, we have the hand tailor bench. Let's just do that real quick. Where are they coming from? Man, over listen here. It's not wrong. You know what's really funny? I had a friend mention that they went to a concert recently, and he said that the primary audience in that concert was actually Asian aunties. So there is a Japanese artist named, I believe his name is Fujikaze or something like that. Yeah, Fujikaze. He's a Japanese, musical artist. And he's gotten really popular with, I guess, the auntie type. He's only 28, but he did that one song that was really popular. Shinoga Iwa, I think is what it was called. And I don't know. I guess he's just really popular right now with that specific group. Kind of like how certain artists appeal to certain demographics, maybe not through their own intent, but that's just kind of how it is, and I find it very amusing. Why are we not chopping down the wood at all? That's kind of the thing that's driving me nuts. Like, we have... Wakabayashi's the main one who's dedicated to harvesting plants. I guess there's not a... Oh, you know, maybe if we give a hatchet. If you give a hatchet to a pawn, will they chop trees faster? Not this one. I think it has to be a hatchet proper. Yeah, okay, it's 5%, which is, I guess, not really worth that much. Okay, we have electricity, so we can do electricity now. Do we want to go hard in electricity yet, or maybe we can hold off on doing electricity for a little bit longer? Hello, Hyo, how are you doing, comrade? Good evening. Let's see. We're gonna avoid electricity for a little bit. Yes, we're doing a base instead of a spaceship this time, though we may grab the spaceship at some point just so we can have it, but that's a much later concept. Let's grab... Oh... Let's do... I guess we can go for... I'm gonna Kamado. Edo Building's got some more clothing options. Yeah, Edo clothing. Okay, so here's the clothing. Okay, so... we can get kimonos. That's children's kimonos. Okay. So I think we should have it in Samurai Faction already. Bushido Code gets us the bare minimums with very simple kimonos. Samurai armor we're not gonna get right now anyways. We're not gonna get the matchlocks. Ninja gear. Okay, so let's do... We do need hay, eventually. I think let's just get the bare minimum. Let's get this one. It's only a sleepless. Yeah, I know. It's the hours are always really weird because, like I said, I live in the United States and I stream basically like as an after work activity. I could build a I could make a I could make a flying ryokan if I really wanted to, but for this run I don't want to. We spent a lot of time. Okay. We spent a lot of time building a spaceship colony. Let's do a different run this time about, and I think that's why we're not doing anything super crazy. Hello there, Etienne. How are you doing, comrade? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Let's do one Naginata, one Ashigaru helmet, and one Ashigaru armor. And that should get us something. Also, I would like this to be made out of... I think I want this out of steel. Let's make these out of steel. We have enough steel for now, but we're gonna not have steel forever. But... metal armor. Space battle, Ryokan Yamato with a massive pagoda mass. Exactly. See, you get the idea. I would even install that mod that lets me have multiple floors on a ship just because I think it would be funny. It would break the game in half, but it would be very funny. Oh, we don't have enough leather. Alright, we gotta kill more animals. What's in the local area that we can murder? Why do I have a... Oh, our horse is breeded. Interesting. Okay, so let's kill these animals. That gets us more food. Okay, so... Let's see here. So, Edo production gets us the Iori and the Kamado 1x1s. Okay, that's fine. Let's grab that, and then we're gonna go into... Cooking Expanded, so we can go into Japanese cuisine. And then we'll have to start making a lot of rice-related products. Because rice is really what our entire colony survives off of right now. Is it the most exciting thing to eat? No. Is it what's gonna keep us fed? Yes. Yes, rice is the lifeblood of this colony, and we should be getting our first crop of cotton soon as well. What other crops are we gonna need? Straw? Have a good night, Normar. Thanks for swinging by. You love rice. Listen, in this household, we eat lots of rice. I eat a lot of rice, honestly. Is it the healthiest thing to eat? No. Is it delicious? I actually don't like... You know what's funny? I actually don't like eating rice by itself. I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, I need the rice to be kind of eaten with something else. This is a Japanese-themed colony. You're not wrong. Okay, so then what can we... Okay, so we can now make stuff. Okay. So we can make at least a few Sashimono banners. I need at least 2 of these. Let's make these out of not... Okay, so just basically not out of the nice stuff. I can make it out of whatever else, I don't care. So yukata is good for summertime heat. Kimono is good for cool weather. It's hot, so maybe we make a bunch of yukata. Or we could do a Hayori headband, increases your work speed by 5%. Don't need the rest of this for now. Yeah, let's avoid that for now. That'll be okay. We are gonna need a lot more steel is the problem too. Eventually we need to kill those bugs. I guess I should kill them before they get too big. Mega spiders would be a bit of an issue. Okay, let's do cooking now. Let's get access to Japanese cuisine. Oh, fun. Oh my god. Why? Wait, hold on. Am I doomed? Oh god. How do I fight this with my stack of tribal level tier colonists? I don't have combat extended. There's gotta be a way to. Okay, what is the correct way? Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what's the correct way to deal with this. It's been a while. So we can't just get up and leave. Melee sword centipede. Okay, so what if I just bomb rush it now? Oh, the proximity activator is active, right? Okay. Well. Yeah, alright, well, let's just try this out. Let's just see if this pans out. Everyone with a weapon, melee weapon, has to get up and wake up. Time to be a hero. Even if you don't have a weapon. Okay, you need... I'm gonna give you this, Yumi. You need to use this now. Alright. You got a weapon, you gotta fight. Alright, Suda. We are at 54,000 wealth. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Alright, so I think the strategy is we just rush it. And we just hope our melee characters can do what they can. So our melee characters are you, and you. Alright. I always do the usual modified version of the... It's like the regular, but just modified to minimize or turn off friendly fire. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Okay, so we're gonna have these guys rush the turret. These two rush the other turret. Oh wait, they don't... Okay, there we go, now they're active. Okay, so now we're... Oh, okay, that's fine. So the cross is already shut down, that's fine. And then quickly... Gotta bomb right... Okay, now we gotta rush this. We gotta rush it. We gotta rush it, rush it. Go. Okay, so cross these on fire and got murdered. Yeah, strive to survive. Rescue you. Okay, that turret's fine. Okay, exploding Chigus is dying. Pull back a little bit. Okay, so quickly just bomb rush that. Okay, so Badger's dying. These two are still alive. That's fine. Oh, why are the Boomalopes moving in here? Okay, so what did you lose? You're not dying. Okay, so they didn't lose anything. Okay, brain scar, shredded scar. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Okay, so this is from the turret explosion. You're mostly okay. You got a scratch scar. Okay, so we did it somehow. Let's quickly tend to these people. So you tend it now, and then you get back. You tend Badger ASAP. You back up and you back up. Okay. Just enough to make sure they don't die. No, I don't play on 500%. You think I am competent enough to play on 500%? You are sadly mistaken. I think if you think I play on 500%, you have a lot more faith in me than I have in myself, okay? Let's rescue you. And then you should be okay now. Okay, fantastic. So, the main issue is that Badger-kun might be brain dead. Probably not, but it is rough. The heat's... Oh my goodness, this heat wave is crazy! Wait. Oh my god, it's 50... Hold on, is this... Oh wait, 56C to F. It's 132 degrees. Even with a passive cooler, we can only drop it down to 43°C. Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do? Just add more passive coolers? Is that my option? Like, I don't know. Like, they're all gonna die of heat stroke. Okay. Okay, do this. Okay, so fetch water until we have 1. Okay, so that's fine. So let's just get some water fetched over here. Can you fill this? Fill this cooler. Okay, we don't actually need this. I don't know how I'm supposed to maintain this temperature. Like, okay, so Chigusa got an infection. Ladronis is now yelling at Ray. Yes, Ray, hello. Are you sending me messages? Are you sending me photos of the thing that you made? Oh, you finished it in 3 hours? I bought Ray this Lego flower kit, and I guess she just finished it. Actually looks really nice. I like how that looks. That's pretty nice. Okay. Okay, so the problem is we gotta get rid of this weather controller now too. So Ray and Suda, who both have bows, are just gonna fire at this thing. Hopefully we can destroy this. Wow, this temperature is really rough. Double heat wave is super painful. Okay. Let's let them do their thing while everyone's getting tended to. Hopefully they'll survive. So get destroyed eventually, and we'll be freed from this nonsense. Maybe we'll get a nice, you know, couple components out of this. I'll take whatever I can get my hands on. Alright. Okay, so at the very least we get a mood buff. So, why is everyone sad? Okay, so Garm's a pessimist. You're in pain. Everyone hates the barracks, which is understandable. Okay, so we at least fixed that. We got pemmican. So we have food. Okay. Let's get Japanese. Okay, so Japanese cuisine we haven't researched because we haven't been able to research anything. If we did, we could switch from eating simple meals to things like ramen and other fine, exquisite meals. Okay, so here's the bedrooms. How much cloth am I sitting on? Cotton's not ready yet, so we have to wait until we get the cotton. I might need to expand the cotton production facility. But it's not something we're gonna be able to do yet. Eventually we can control the farms once we have better technology. What I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna move this here. Yeah, so I'm gonna move that there, replace that there, and then we're gonna move... Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. We don't need this many chairs. You know what, screw it. If it doesn't want to give me the chair, that's fine. Let's put this here. Let's move this here. And move this over here as well. Okay. So the reason for this is, again, I want to get the 3-tile wide hallway in this specific area. Right about here. And then we can probably expand out by adding more rooms here. But for now, since... You know what? We should try to get guests. You know what? Let's start getting guests over here. So first of all, let's see. We could put a shogi board. Also make a shrine. Ooh. There's a lot of interesting furniture here. Tatami. Oh, I could make tatami mats too. Oh, the problem is that these are considered individual furniture items, which is really annoying. Because I don't really want to have to tile tatami properly, but I don't know if that's actually going to cause issue with the game. Also make the temple, the wall. Ooh. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't like how set Nada's... Okay, double fancy futon. Let's do... So we could do a rough futon, fancy futon, or we could go to the other one and get the other... Okay, so this is from Aries Japanese furniture. So I think we'll use these. We have blue fur, so why don't we do some blue fur ones instead? So we could do at least 2. We have enough... Oh, there's no more muffalo. They're all gone. Alright, we're gonna have to kill more muffalo at some point. We don't have nearly as much as I thought for blue fur. We may have also used it to make the armor, which Unbound should have gotten. I don't know why you have this gear. Why don't you drop that and give it to the person who actually needs it? Okay, so Funbound is kitted out correctly. We need one more Naginata. So we should be able to start accepting guests. So, for example, I can make this a guest room. Is it valuable? Not really. But it's a nice... Okay. Okay, so let's not make this guess yet. Okay, so let me think. So what else would we need? So at the very least... Okay. So I don't think we're going to be able to do... I don't think we can do tatami flooring. Partly because it's not a structure item. It's, for some reason, set up as a... as an individual furniture piece, which becomes a nightmare to maintain. So I don't really want to use that. Because we can't make any more, that's fine. We're going to make that Naginata. So here's our core bedroom stack. We're going to put wood floor, and then we'll start accepting guests. And then eventually we'll start moving our own colonists out of here and into a proper bedroom. No, I came back today, actually. I drove the 6-something hours to return home from Canada, and now I am back home in Muricaland. It was a good time. It was a very long drive, but I survived regardless, because I can survive many things. I know about the tatami rules. That's true too. Yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe we only use the tatami for the bedrooms. Can I actually fit tatami in here? Hold on. Actually, could I actually set this? Hold on, one. You can do 1, 2. What's the rule? It's like I know it's like you can't have 4 and a junction. It has to be like T's basically. Oh my god, look at how fast we're slapping this down. Perfect. Okay, we're already out of wood again, so we'll need to chop down more trees again. Okay, so the rice is coming in. We have a lot of rice. Can we make... You know what? Let's... Okay, so dango is about the same as a fine meal. So why don't we do this? Let's cook some dango. Let's let our dear comrades eat some fine dango. It's not the most exciting thing, but it feeds them. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I was gonna do the first one where it's like a lot of the teas. So you can do 2. Okay, so... Oh, you are allowed to have the forward cross? Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was restricted to like teas. 6 tatami. Yeah, I was about to say, like, it seems a little off. Like, you're not supposed to have a junction, a 4-way junction with the seams. Let's see. So actually, let's answer the question. How many tatami? How much tatami is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I would need a half tile. So if I wanted to put the tatami mats, it would have to be something like 1, 3, oops, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I could do, what is that, a 4 by 3? We expand it out like that. But then you break that rule. Okay, so I think the only way to make this make that work would be something along the lines of oh, is this one? Okay. Take a look here. Yeah, that sounds about right. The thing is, I don't see a square tatami tile, so at the very least I could do something like 1, 2, 2, 1. Oops. We could go 1, 2, oops, 1, 2. I could do this at the minimum, but then that would so it's 4 high. 4 high, 6 wide. So these rooms are 1 tile too short to be able to pull this off. Although, actually, probably still be okay. You know, that actually could work. Hold on. The thing is, do we have enough straw for this? Each requires 30 straw. That's fancy tatami. Do we have a more basic one? This one is straw and, or hay and wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll need wood and hay. Let's try this. Let's try this. So first of all, we'll need to grow some straw. Now, thankfully, straw doesn't take that long to grow anyway, so we can get that slapped out relatively quickly. Just put it down here. And then just switch this to hay grass. Oh, 7 days. It's a little longer than I thought. Yeah, no buying today. Maybe tomorrow. Are we gonna have marksman a Naginata? No, fun buying gets the Naginata. Okay, then we're gonna give Riston, or we're gonna give marksman the steel Yari because I need weapons. More weapons on more people is more opportunities for us to at least fight off enemy threats. And we need to kill trees now, so hopefully our pawns are gonna be willing to kill trees when they're not chopping down grass. Thankfully, our pawns who are chopping down trees are getting better at it. I think the problem too is like rice is just so it's just so labor intensive, right? Which makes sense. All right, we should probably embrace electricity. How can we power our colony? I guess wind turbines. A simple wind turbine would probably be enough to kind of get us, I guess, some form of electricity going. We'll probably move these later on anyways. This is probably not where I want to keep it permanently. Yeah, I just need some power flowing through. Yeah, let's do that. Just to get some bare bones electricity going, so that we're not just burning wood for everything. We will still cook traditionally with things like this. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at them eating honey and dango. Oh, they're enjoying their meals together. Look, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, so now they're gonna grow this. It's in the stream title. Okay, so we can make torch patches to gorillas. Okay, so we can make Sashimono banner at the very least. Did we actually make any of those? Probably not. Because we're trying to make it out of the wolves, and we don't have any wolves, so we just gotta kill animals. What is over here? Boars. Kill those animals. What else we got? Probably not kill those. What else we got? Kill the ibexes, and whatever animal just shows up that's delicious. Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know you're on your phone. That's the thing. You gotta remember that I don't know what people are watching on. Based on metrics that I've seen, most people are actually watching on on PC. That's what I see from my perspective. We just don't have enough wood for this. Or hay. We may need to go trading with people, but at the very least I can get this bare bones room going. Okay, let's cancel that one too. Okay. Yeah, we're a little resource starved here. It's okay. We don't have hydroponics. As long as we get enough wood, we can get everything slapped out, and we should be fine. And if we need to change the wood flooring later on, that's also an option that we'll have available to us. We may need to get Bashi a proper sleeping area. Also, the heat wave is over. Our colonists are finally at peace from this temperature shenanigans. Although this room is really warm because of the campfire, we may need to get rid of that. I think you're only allowed to cook like very specific meals here, which is really funny. So at some point, we will need a better kitchen, like an electric stove. Okay, so hold on. Let's do this. Let's get an electric stove. So we can cook certain foods that cannot be cooked on the... Oh, God, I got rid of these stupid chunks. Okay. Let's just dump it here. Store it, clear all chunks, go here. So we can haul these out of here. This one as well. Perfect. Okay. What else do we need? Aside from the wood. Ooh, you know, that actually looks pretty good. So if we can just get enough straw to keep that going, I think that'll be perfect. I think that'll look really nice. Okay, so what else do we need in the production room? Because again, temporary production room, I just need it to work. I need a smelter, and then I need to hook power in here. So let's do a simple hidden conduit. I think these rooms are gonna... This set of rooms is probably permanent, so I'm okay just kind of drawing a line like this. Okay. So let's get that slapped out. We have enough steel to justify it, and then we'll chop down more trees to get us more wood. Killing animals. We'll kill the insects in a bit, because I do want to start accepting guests here. I think this is going to be the first good example of a nice room. Comrade Sun has joined the colony. Let's take a look at your pond, shall we? Alright, Comrade Sun is... let's see here. You are a vengeful child who grew up to be someone who really likes smashing rocks together. Fast walker, unhygienic, pretty brawler, and titty teller. You're pretty good at melee, so I have to get you a melee weapon at some point. Okay, not too bad. Next research is... we don't need soy sauce right now. That's probably for a while later down the line. Let's go down the main tech tree. Yeah, because I don't think we need calligraphy or ninja gear. Let's get... you know what? I think we probably need a battery. Let's get batteries. Then we'll get into alcohol production soon so we can turn the copious amounts of rice we have into other stuff. And we'll probably make like a proper big rice storage location at some point as well. Oh my goodness, it's so... oh, okay. Oh, it's not hooked up yet. Power doesn't reach that far, so I have to go extend it out here. Okay, now that'll be able to connect. In theory. Yeah, because Pseudo's basically our main builder. What do you want to be, Sun, in the colony? Do we make... oh, you're pretty good at smashing rocks together, so when there's things to dig out, we'll have you do that. Unfortunately, there is not much to do for that right now. Eventually we will once we expand deeper into the mountains, but for now that's a little not necessary, I think. I just wish we had more people who can chop trees down fast, but unfortunately we don't have enough. We do need to get rid of that centipede burner as well, so let's... oh, you need a machining table to shred mechanoid corpses. That's right. Kind of sad we can't make sushi because we don't have fish. That's actually really tragic. Let's put an electric stove for now. You know what? No. Actually, yeah, it's fine. I think we can afford it. And let's just hook a line up like that. Perfect. We will try to round out some of these buildings. I know a lot of them are very much just like rectangular. I will try to add some diagonals to the colony so it looks a little nicer. Also, who's got diseases? Oh my goodness, oh, look at all this malaria. Alana caught the malaria, Garm got the malaria. Oh my goodness, look at all this malaria. Tend to everyone, please. Oh my goodness, so many people got it. And we're out of medicine. We actually have no medicine left. Fun. Okay, so we did get our cloth crop. And we transition this to heal root for now. Healing is off, correct. That's right, no healing. Everyone has to suffer. Hopefully we survive. It's okay, we'll do our best. I think we might be... let's see if there's any heal root. Heal root. Okay, there's actually a lot on the map, so why don't we harvest everything? Gets us another stack that we can work with. Okay, so I think we botched one of the crops. We have to wait until the grass grows. I mean, if some people die, it's just what happens. Hopefully people don't die, though. I don't like it when people die. That's tragic. Let's do a leadership speech real quick. Maybe that'll keep people happy momentarily. A war merchant from the I Shogunate. Oh, the Love Shogunate has arrived. Oh my gosh, look at that. They are... I don't know why one of them's naked. My guess is this one is a nudist. Yep. Of course. Okay, good. So that was a good ritual. We'll trade with these people. Let's have... the Badger Kun is mentally let's have our colony head do it. Got another mad animal. It's always random mad animals in this colony, I swear. Alright, what do they have? So... there's not much I can get from them. It's all stuff that I would normally have anyways. I could buy the herbal meds, which I will buy. And that's fine. It is kind of interesting doing a little bit more of a lower tech colony than the higher tech one we were running last time. I do love Odyssey though, but I want to try something a little more slower. Plus, I don't expect this colony to last for super long. I think it's one of those colonies that we'll just do until we get bored of it, and then we'll transition to something else. The reason I wanted to do DMS is I wanted to be like, all right, maybe if we go into high tech with this colony, they actually eventually develop giant robots that will protect the colony, protect the ryokan from the evil mechanoids. You know what I mean? I think that would be kind of a cute little gimmick. It's like, these foul creatures have come to ruin our guest's stay. Well, in that case, we will ruin their existence. You know, something like that, which I thought was going to be kind of funny. So we'll see if I can get DMS working, now that I know what broke my game in half. God, we really need a better way to deal with this large quantity of rice. Alright, what can we make? Okay, so here we go. So we can manufacture curry rice, yakisoba, udon, onigiri. Oh, we can do onigiri for our main, which is I think that'd be a simple meal. What else can we cook? So instead of having to look at... Okay, so let's stop making simple meals. Actually, I should have just suspended it. Okay. Let's suspend all this. I'm okay making dango for now. But we gotta find a way to use these materials. So what food do we want our colonists eating? So yakisoba X4, 0.25. So that is... I think yakisoba is considered a fine meal. Yes, these are basically all just fine meals. I don't think I actually have anything different about them. They're all basically the same. So why don't we just at least offer variety? So let's do yakisoba, curry rice, and tempura. Just to have some variety. This is so we have at least like 10 of each. At least there's always someone cooking some fresh food. Yeah, and then we'll just copy all these and then paste them here. Spend the dongo one for now. Actually, no, let the dongo one go, because I know we need to make sure we have that available. So our cooks will be able to make some nice, interesting variety of consumption. I love how that's gonna look, I think. Yeah, see, look, we've already made tempura, and you can see what they're gonna eat. I think they'll just grab whatever they see, but at least there's options. Look at that yakisoba, the tempura. It's mostly just like a texture replacement. I think it's only the sushi one that like you would see sushi. Oh my goodness, how bad is that malaria? Okay, so you're gonna... Okay, I think everyone beats the malaria. Yeah. I think everyone actually does beat the malaria, so we should be okay. Okay, so we got batteries. You know what we should probably try to get? Let's get geothermal. Natsuki, electric kamados, hay weaving. Edo clothing would get us... you know what? Hold on, I want to see this. Try the Edo era clothing. Maybe we can get our pawns to look a little nicer. A quest. Insects. If we're willing to deal with 3 hives, they'll give us some goodwill. And a book. Which, it's not really worth it, I think. That's probably fine. We'll ignore that for now. Also, we do need to do something with all this fecal sludge later. We'll turn that into fertilizer when we have an opportunity, but for now... Oh my gosh, all the meat's rotting too. We can't actually use that meat fast enough. Maybe we're killing too many animals. You just can't eat all that quick enough. Also, I don't know why we're not cooking this right away. Is there something missing? Oh well, that's really odd. Okay, probably our cooks are just too busy. Oh, we also don't need more... Oh, we're out of wood again. That's why. My goodness, we just don't have enough wood in this colony. I'm surprised at how little trees we have. Okay, so we also have a smelter, so at the very least we can get rid of slag. So that's primarily get rid of these slag chunks, so that helps a lot. The cloth is good too, so we can at least expand this. Oh gosh, we just need more trees. Also need to start cleaning this up. Oh, I know what we need. we need running water in the colony. That's something that we actually haven't set up yet, so we'll need to start setting up Dove's bad hygiene, proper water wells and everything, so we can at least have, well, running water and bedrooms. So I think what we'll do is we'll set these aside as guest rooms, and then we're gonna do a batch of rooms in the back, and that's gonna be probably the colonist rooms. I kind of want to shove the colonist rooms deeper in here rather than over here. So that's kind of where I'm a little iffy. But I think that'll be fine. Let's make this another batch of guest rooms first. So let's do something along the lines of like the same size of 6x7, 6x7, 6x7. Ooh, okay, that's not right. Like that. So that's the last stack of rooms. Let's dig out all of this. Just trim it all out. Perfect. And then 2 tile wide. And then we're gonna start doing the So where am I gonna put the colonist rooms? Because I kind of want to keep it like as a wing, as like a wing, right? Like this is the guest room wing, this is the colonist room wing, that type of thing. You know what? No, here's what I'm gonna do. I think that's actually not what I do. Let's not build that there. I don't think that's how I want it, but I do still want to dig this out. I think the way this works is we're gonna dig out. We dig out, just dig out in here, and then probably have an outdoor walkway actually in this this area here. This will be an outdoor walkway. So we'll do 1, 2, and we'll put a shoji like right there, and then this will expand out up here. And this will lead into the inner area where we're gonna start putting bedrooms, so we can do. We'll give everyone the same size bedroom. I think we'll just keep it the same. So then we can do 6x7, 6x7, 6x7. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Actually, I think I kind of like that. It's more out of the way, so you know the guests will be protected. Like, their guards are right there, but this area is dedicated strictly for the guests, esteemed guests. Also, the Sakakura clan have sent some traders, so let's go talk to them and see if they have anything worth buying. Alright, what do they got? So, let's sell them the meat that's about to rot. I would like to sell them a bunch of our random leathers that we're not going to use. That's fine. Keep the cloth. It gets us money back, and then I can buy the herbal meds, a singular one. Could buy a cloth hakama. I think I sell the baby horses, actually. I think we're just gonna have a horse breeding operation and make money that way. Yeah, that's gonna be my current plan. We're gonna have a horse breeding operation. I'll buy a little wood so I don't have to chop down more. I think that's fine. Take the silver, take the wood. That allows us to expand. So our miners are gonna have their work cut out for them as we try to expand this. Now, we don't have blue fur, but we have cloth, and I need to set up another cloth area. So probably it's gonna be this one. Match, bill. This one we're gonna grow cotton again. Okay, so I am pretty pleased with how this is panning out. It's a little messy, but it's getting there. Because unfortunately, we have 18 colonists, which means I need to make 18 bedrooms. I will say that I'm glad the game runs really quick still. In case anyone's curious, we're at 143 mods, or total items in the mod list, which is a lot. Not too bad, I'd say. Okay, so I don't have any hay, so I actually can't finish this room because there's no hay. Alright, here's the guest room. So I need to make this prettier, or else they don't want to stay in here. Now, we do have access to electricity, so we're going to use electricity. Recreational foods, electric motto, hay weaving, warfare, basic metalworking would allow me to make things like kanabos, daikyu, boken, some clan forged weapons, basically some better armors. But I think we're gonna skip that for now. Also, I did add a mod called customizable weapons or something like that, modular weapons. So when we get to firearms, if you want to have a cool custom gun with all the trimmings, you can customize all the attachments on it, which was kind of a cute little gimmick. So, for example, you could take your assault rifle and give it a drum mag if you really wanted to for some reason. Let's do air conditioning, and then we'll do centralized heating. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this first, and then we'll move into bad hygiene for the rest of this nonsense. Actually, no. Just get plumbing. Plumbing first. I think we need the AC right now. We're still okay. Oh, we need to make sure we have enough food for the winter. That's the other problem, too, because winter's coming. We're gonna need a lot of rice for that, aren't we? Oh, that's not gonna be fun. Yeah, okay, so, let's see what other foods or animals are in the area. Kill this stack here. We should have enough to get us some food. Look at all that variety. Tempura, yakisoba, dango. Ooh. And we'll get our first stack of bamboo soon enough. The rice is growing, and then we'll have to take this steam geyser and probably reuse these as electrical nodes is gonna be my guesstimate is what we're gonna do with it. Yeah. Okay, so there's our first stack of bedrooms. Let's do the other set of... What do they need? Let's put the other futons. So we'll do bird. Let's call this the bird wing. So we're gonna do all bird themed ones here. Oh wait, there is a 1x1 tatami, so I can actually just fit it no matter how badly I want to fit it. Okay, perfect. And then we need to set up. Oh, we need more wood. Yeah, the wood is what's killing me. Because what we'll probably do is we'll put a wooden andon somewhere here, here, and here. And that will flesh that out. And then we can put in shogi and other things. Like these general entertainment things somewhere over here. Okay, and then we can probably get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of this stove. I don't want the stove anymore. We're gonna put the electric Kamado, and we can put things like katana stand... Oh, wait, actually, hold on. You want some aesthetics? Hold on. It's over here. Because I think what we can do is we can try to set up like small inner, like outer, like some sanctum courtyards. I think that's what we're gonna do over here. So it's 2. I wish I had a double wide, but I think I can make like a small garden sanctum in this area. I think that'll be the dream. To have that set up there. That's right. Keep digging those rocks away. Gotta keep doing this too. Okay, so there. Get the jade. Perfect. So who's actually digging rocks? Okay, so we have a couple people that can. Perfect. So, Also, I'm gonna probably do a poll in the near future if people want. Basically, I've been wondering recently if people want me to go back to doing 2x RimWorld a week or going back or staying at 1x RimWorld a week after the first week. Because I know RimWorld's a lot of fun, but do people want to see more variety or do they just want to see more RimWorld? That's the ultimate question that I've been kind of pondering as of late. You know what I mean? So something I'll ask for general opinions on and see what people say. Because I'm very much driven by what other people like to see type thing, even though I'll play things that I want to play too. Let's get machining is fine. More RimWorld. You'd rather see 2x RimWorld a week? Okay. So I'll do a poll on Discord so we can get like raw numbers that we can review and think about. Oh God, I gotta kill those bugs. Yeah, we can't accept guesses until we kill the bugs. Okay. Okay, so this one... Interesting, so this one's not as popular. What is happening? Oh, there's a very angry doe. Let's kill that thing. Yeah, okay, so we gotta kill this very angry doe. Also, Marksman doesn't have any armor, so we should probably fix that at some point. Alright, Marksman versus the doe. Marksman wins. Marksman managed to dodge a lot, basically all the hits. Perfect. That's a good sign. Ignore ship to the stars because we don't care about that. Okay, so we gotta fix the pen. Which means we gotta kill more trees because we're out of wood, which means I gotta go order more wood chopping. Alright, let's chop down more trees. Whoa. Okay, kill that, kill that, kill that. Perfect. Okay, so let's get those slammed out. Who is my plant chopper? I think Wakabayashi is... No. Suda. Alright, Suda. Let's have you chop my trees down. Just like that. So at least we can get some wood. So we can build that out. Perfect, okay. We'll chop this one down here. Stop sowing plants. Someone else can sow. You know what I think the other thing too is a lot of these... We don't actually have enough people that are capable of handling plants. Okay, so Ixonia joins the colony. Ixonia's #1 goal, research. Art secondary, and then also as a cook. Krusty is primarily a doctor, and then plants otherwise. Not a lot of people can do plant work, unfortunately. Magmar doesn't have much going. I think we'll make Magmar prioritize crafting. Everyone can train if they have nothing else to do. How about that? God, Sun has no speciality. We'll make Sun also work with plants. Small passion means that Sun will get better at it quickly. As long as someone, like, an extra hand is better than not having enough hands. A bad hand can at least maybe get better at it. There we go. Keep chopping that out, and we'll get some jade too. So that'll expand our... Basically, for lack of a better term, our sleeping wing. And then here... Can we actually grow trees yet? Hold on. Oh, because no, you need a technology to grow trees, right? Yeah, we can't grow trees yet. Ugh. Let's see. Well, actually, we can grow cherry blossom trees. Okay, let's design a garden. Let's design the inner sanctum garden. So I will get a diagonal wall here eventually. And then also over here. So 3, so I think this goes out to... Maybe we have something else in here for now. And this goes out about here, so... This is the inner gardens. It's a small sanct. Actually, I can make this bigger. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, yeah, let's make this a big garden. Maybe something like this is correct. Yeah, I think something like this would be pretty nice to look at. And then... Okay, so this is about 17. And then if we have a double shoji on that side, probably do something on this side too. And then we have to design the rest of the garden. And for now, probably also want to make this also. We can trim out this tile, and this tile. Okay, how do we design the garden? So thankfully I can use multiple growing zones to kind of get the general vibe. So I think how we'll do this is I want some kind of stone floor. We have limestone and granite, so I think we'll use... limestone, because limestone is a lighter color. I kind of like the lighter look of limestone. With the... I cannot find it because I'm an idiot, apparently. Where is it? Steel butch. Okay. Maybe... Is there a tech... Wait, what? What do you call this dang thing? Stone cutter bench. Oh, is it actually a technology? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize stone I didn't realize stone cutting was the technology. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. So this would be the stone pathway. And then... Let's see, so this is about 6. About 7. Okay, so this would be 9, 10, 8, 9, 9. Because this is the exact center. So these 3 tiles, we could probably set up like a small thing like this. And then if I do this right... Okay, so hold on. Let me make sure I do this right, because I want to make sure this looks pretty. I'm focusing on the things that literally don't matter, but I think it's funny anyways. So we can do... Okay, so we can do 1, 2, 3 like this, and then... Oh, but there's no soil. Okay, so there's no soil, so we have to fix that soil. Okay. So we can do... I could line it with cherry blossom trees. I'm not sure how this will look, but let's see. Otherwise, I might just switch it to one of the other crops, like pulmonaria or something, to make it pretty. But for now, this is fine. Are we getting the wood? Or do we chop all the trees already? No, because we're so busy. We should probably set up a brewery as well. My guess is we'll probably build the brewery here as well, just to kind of consolidate the general kitchen area into a master kitchen section. And I think that's how it's gonna operate. Oh my gosh, look at how far they're digging in there. Okay. And then for other production, we need more weapons. We have steel for now. Who needs a weapon? Magmar is actually a pretty good melee fighter, so I think what we'll do is we'll give Magmar the... Oh, we need more armor kits. So Greywind needs one. Let's do this. Let's go assign Magmar the Ashigaru kit, and Greywind also gets the Ashigaru kit, so that way they're gonna look nice. Perfect. And then we'll get the Sashimono banners eventually, and then we'll hopefully start getting guests. We're not allowed to get guests until we kill all the bugs. Let's kill the bugs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's get these. Let's just go bug hunting. It should not be that difficult. Also, I think everyone survived their diseases. Yeah, so the malaria went away. Thankfully, the malaria was not too bad. Well, we survived with flying colors. Alright, we're killing bugs. Arm took a bit of injury. Grubby's getting smacked around. Also, I didn't realize Grubby has asthma. Let's get back here. Okay. Come on. Alright, these two over here. Come on. So now we can kill this thing. Might be able to eat the insect jelly as well. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go kill the other stack. Which... They have actually been killing random animals like cougars, apparently. I'm not paying attention. Chats are dead? What do you mean? Also, I'm sorry, Normar. Listen, sometimes chats just get quiet after a while. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to say chat's dead. People just get tired. And also, a lot of people tend to start falling asleep after a while because RimWorld is very slow burn of a game, you know what I mean? So, don't... One thing to note is you should never ever say that in someone's chat. It's just not a good thing to say. I think this thing's dead. Cool! Alright, we killed that. This one's dead. I think we killed all of them. Alright, we're free. They gave us uranium. Also, for some reason, they gave us uranium. Okay. We are allowed to start taking guests. With what do you mean by mass destruction? Okay. Entertain. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so. Alright. Okay, so we've got our guest beds. Well, we'll eventually get some nice weapons. We just haven't gotten to making some really nice weapons yet. It's a thing that'll come eventually. Okay, so we're gonna make all these cost the same. A stay here will cost you 15 silver dollars to stay in our glorious little room here. I'll have to expand this out, so I want this to be a proper wall here. We'll probably install the Windows mod as well, so we can get some natural lighting in. And then... Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. But I think once the tree is planted, you don't... Okay, a cougar's hunting Ixonia again. Oh my goodness, there's so many cougars. The cougars don't stop. The problem is Ixonia is really far away from everything. Alright, you're on a 1v1 situation, you're probably gonna die. Get marksman over here. Oh yeah. Ixonia's fighting for their life here. I'm not sure if we can actually save Ixonia on time. Oh my god, yeah, that thing's just eating you. Okay. I think Ixonia dies here. Unless Lana pulled... Yeah, I'm sorry, Ixonia, you died. Oh, jeez, yeah, that cougar came out of nowhere and just, like, mauled Ixonia to death. Well, there's our first death. We knew someone was bound to die. Alright. I did not do that very well, I'm sorry. Let's quickly bury you so that the pawns don't get super sad about it. Okay. We're gonna build the graves. I don't want to eat up precious space. You know what? What if we put the graves with the... Oh, actually, we could put it in the sanctum. Putting the graves in the sanctum seems kind of nice, actually. Yeah, you know, let's do that. Let's try that. And if we need more space later, we'll figure out where else to put them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the grave here. What do you mean? No, that's the bot doing all that. Wooden walls, promo center rate. No, absolutely not. But I'm trying to go for a wooden aesthetic for this colony, which is why it's wood. I do a lot of things in this colony. A lot of it is never going to make a lot of sense. It's never going to be perfect. But I do things to make things, like, fit a certain aesthetic. I prefer going with the look over ensuring it's 100% critical. Okay. Also, I didn't realize Marksman's dying. Why are you dying? Oh, God. I thought you were okay. Okay, so probably also got injuries that no one's tended to for some reason. Get in there. Someone tend to you. Okay, Marksman should be okay. Marksman survived. Good. Just rescue. Then we got tend to... Oh, Garm's also got an injury too. Oh my god, I didn't pay attention. How's everyone so injured? Oh, we need to get a hospital. We need a hospital ASAP. We need to get people out of these into, like, proper bedrooms. Okay. No, that's not who goes in here. This one is strictly for Ixonia. So don't go bury that random person. Go bury the dead comrade that's over there. Okay, and then I need Suda to go chop down the local trees. I need every wood I can get my hands on now. And then we'll also research machining, and then we'll go into geothermal power. No, if anything, we actually have too many colonists. This many colonists is generally not good, because you have to, one, figure out how you're going to feed all of them. Not to mention all the other bits and bobs that come with maintaining this. Okay, we have bamboo, which is nice. Which I was using it for something, and I think I was going to try making bamboo flooring. Except we don't need it anymore. But we'll try it anyways. Okay. Pseudo wants to host a party when I need pawns to just to not have parties. We need work done. Okay. And then we can try to set up bedrooms as well once we get more cloth. So I think this will be the first first 3 bedrooms. We can move the more whiny pawns in there. Guests have nothing to eat. Okay, so we have a guest. What do you mean nothing to eat? Oh, wait. Oh, what's... Wait a second. You know, how about this? I think we'll let guests eat for free. I think I'm not gonna charge guests for food. Primarily because I don't know. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we can convince pawns to stay with us forever if we make enough friends with them, but they would need a decent amount. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna let them enjoy their time. Allow them to, you know, have fun here. Okay? Then hopefully they pay us enough silver to help us expand our hospitality industry. Yeah, because it's gonna take a while and we're gonna need more cloth as well. I think we already ripped through all of our cloth again. And my hay grass is on fire for some reason, because of course it is. We'll need to get into hydroponics soon. Okay, oh right, we got stone cutting, so let's do a production stone cutter bench right over here. And then I'm gonna just allow this. Oh my gosh, I hate making this out of steel. Because I know steel is more precious than every other item we have access to. It's the only reason I hate doing it, but I don't have a choice. Okay. Limestone. Do this until we're sitting on 300 is probably fine. 300 in the stockpile is probably good enough. So we'll get deleted eventually, and then we'll expand this out. We'll put diagonal walls there. Diagonal walls over here. Probably will diagonalize here as well. Maybe not this one. This one's probably fine. Okay, so there is Comrade Exonia's grave. Let's do a funeral in the sad rain. And then we can probably grow some... Okay, I have an idea. So once a cherry blossom tree is there, you don't have to do anything else. It just looks pretty. It also has a very long lifespan, so you don't have to do anything about it. So I think here's what we're gonna do. I'm not sure if this will break anything, but if I shrink this... okay, I see. And then I should be able to hide it, right? You know, I think I'm just gonna hide this. I think that's fine. Hide that, and then expand over here as well. Same thing, cherry blossom tree. It's just fully grown automatically, so you don't have to wait for it to grow, and then just hide it, and then that's perfect. And then we'll have a nice little garden sanctum. We'll probably add some nice grass and other things here to make it look pretty. Flowers. Just a general vibe. And I think now that we have access to flagstone, we can make this look pretty. We'll use standard tile. I think the standard tile is going to look better than the flagstone. I think she says, like, slaves, you play RimWorld? I mean, you can. The thing with RimWorld is a lot of people play this in a lot of different interpretations. A very common method of playing the game, for example, is to commit war crimes. Like, oh, look, this person... Oh, jeez. Grubby might actually die from the infection, because we don't have medicine. I cannot keep this many people alive. I think Grubby's actually dead. So Risten's twin will perish, unfortunately. Having an infection with asthma is just really rough. Hello, Hoovy, how are you? I see you there. Let's just give you preaching health to Grub. Maybe this will be enough to give a little bit of a boost. But without anything else, I think Grubby perishes. It's gonna be really tough. Yeah, I don't think Grubby survives. It's 15% above. The last tend was 35%. Yeah, I think... Oh, there's a way Grubby lives this. Alright, that's unfortunate. There goes another one. Death onset. We're already down 2 people, so you're not wrong. Hello, Ventus. We're slowly trying to fix it, but it's rough. Like, we can barely make a stockpile of rice either. Like, that's been rough to pull off too. Especially with winter approaching. Oh my goodness, we have pemmican at least that we can use to eat over winter, but even still. It's not a curse resort. It's more just like we have a lot of pawns and. Yeah, there goes Grubby. The infection was too much. Alright, set up the other grave right over there. Anyways, how are you doing, Kilmer? Hopefully you're having a good evening. If it makes you feel any worse, we have these wind turbines, we don't even have batteries for the electricity there. It's just there, pretending like it's being useful. Occasionally giving us power when we need it, but a lot of times it's not actually. In fact, our entire colony is kind of subsisting on dongo. Okay, so we gotta get the hospital set up. Okay. Where am I gonna put a hospital? Maybe we put the, so I think we just set up the shrine room here. Ah, our guest was not happy about their stay here. They, in fact, hated staying here. Fun. Glad to know what they thought about us, which was not very good. I gotta get more wood. We need more wood. Let's get, like, wood andons here. That'll look at least nice. I don't think these count as, bedside tables, but that's okay. And then we should be able to get like a basic. Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure something out here. Rocks in bedrooms. We're trying to get rid of them too. Don't worry. I'm well aware that there's a lot of chunks. We've been digging rocks out, so we know there's gonna be a lot anyways. Trust me, I'm well aware of the sheer amount of rocks we're ripping through. Break wrist work. Oh my god. Let's do geothermal next. So geothermal power will get us consistent power. At the very least, let's kill all the local animals. Kill these deer. And then hopefully our builders will get building. Oh, these are... Oh, I selected marble by accident. That's why. Floor. Limestone. Just like that. Okay. So that'll be the inner garden sanctum. We can even extend it out over there too. And we can probably put a few nice chairs here, actually. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, this seems unnecessarily large, but that could be... wait, actually, hold on. That could be the entrance. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. That could be the colony entrance. Let's think about that in a bit. Yeah, we'll come back to that idea. It could be interesting, though. So the main issue is we're out of cloth again, and we have to keep digging through this. This can be someone's bedroom, and we're out of wood. Also, I don't know why, but every 5 minutes there's another wild animal that I have to keep killing. Alright. Greywind, intercept this one, please. Kill it. There you go. Oh my goodness, you're losing to this thing, Magmar. Fight. Oh my goodness, we're losing to these random animals. Okay. Okay, so Grubby's in here. Let's quickly run the funeral. Listen, it's more just like we don't have high technology. We're running with the bare bones, minimal medieval era technology to just try to survive. They're non-CE animals. They are very scary animals, I'll say that much. Anyways, we'll kill it. It's fresh food. Okay, apparently it was lackluster. Tragic. Okay. So, Greywind should probably rest in a bed and not die. Make sure everyone's set to bed rest. Number 1 is the number 1 priority. Then have Nurse Alana tend to that. Okay, so what happened to... Didn't you have something else? What happened to your maid outfit bit? Did it not get here? Well, that's fine. Okay. And then we'll try to get some additional clothing. So let's see what we can manufacture. We can get... Oh, here we go. Kashimo Haten. Man, woman. Okay, so cloaks would also not be bad. Tenbinbo. Gi, Kimono Katahaori Drag. Okay, so what do we do? We don't have a lot of cloth, is the problem too. Ugh. Let's just build this out. Okay. I think we'll build that out. Oh, hi Raging, how are you, comrade? How was your little stream? Were you streaming RimWorld too? Let's see here. Grab that jade. Let's see, what were you up to? I'm assuming you're playing RimWorld because I saw you posting on Discord saying, hey, I'm streaming, let's see. Let's take a look. You're very tired. Well, get some rest. I know it's late for you. It's late for a lot of us. I'm also pretty sleepy too, but I'm just trying to end. Oh, actually, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was midnight already. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was that time of the night. Interesting. Well, I think the start of our little colony is going great. I didn't expect this much mountain, unfortunately. This mountain's a little thicker than I would like, but we'll work with it. I think this is an opportunity to create a very interesting Japanese-themed colony. It's just going to take some time before it gets to the look that we want it to have, right? And don't worry, we will have proper defenses. We will maybe go up to higher tech stuff later on. I'm gonna try to add the mech mod, which I had to remove because I thought it was what was breaking the game, but it isn't. So we'll see. At the very least, this functions. The colony functions. Is it gonna thrive? It depends how much rice we can end up getting, but rice is very intensive as a crop. Dishwashing exhausting. We'll get some rest. That's a lot of... I don't do a lot of dishwashing myself, so I don't know how that is. Yes, one of the mech mods. Okay, let's save the game. I do need to figure out what's going on. Okay, so let's see who's alive at this hour on Twitch.television. I'm sorry that you just raided into me, Raging, but I gotta raid into someone else now too. Let's raid now Zora, who's playing some Project Zomboid. Alright, comrades, I gotta go to sleep. So hopefully you're enjoying this colony. We'll see where this goes. We'll continue this tomorrow, and then we'll have double voting days this week. So if you have a certain thing you want to see me play, make sure you go on Discord and vote for it when I announce what the options are. Good night, comrades. Say hello to Ao, and I am gonna go rest because I drove like 6 bajillion hours today and I am very tired. Good night. Thanks for swinging by.